Hello and welcome. Welcome to Draken Memoria. Yay! What is Draken Memoria, you may ask? Well, if you don't know by now, it's a bit shameful, but hey, I can repeat it all a second time. Well, a fourth, 100th time? Something like this?
Jay. Jay.
200 time, 200
Jay.
time,
Jay.
206, I believe. Alright. So it's Dungeons and Dragons, or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons and Dragons. So if it's not something you want to watch, if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, you have suggestions either to the right or to the left. So pick one and leave us alone. For everyone else who actually wants to be here, no matter the reason, because you like Dungeons and Dragons, because you like us, you like watching us playing Dungeons and Dragons. You hate us playing Dungeons and Dragons, but you love watching us while you're hating this. No matter the reason, so long as you stay civil in the chat, you're welcome to be here. It's a pleasure to have you with us. So if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, well, welcome back. Publicity-wise, if you like the thunderstorm in the background, ambient mixer, battle maps is Dungeon Alchemist, and world map is Wonder Draft. Yay! Publicity done. Do we have an unwilling sponsor today? Tobiyashi, you've been the one finding. Oh, damn. Alright. That's the unwilling sponsor.
You didn't hear me, sorry. I said bang energy drink. Chug it if you want a heart attack.
Okay. Well, that's...
Sounds about right.
Well, audience would know about this. Alright. So, now that we have our unwilling sponsor, and we're not really sponsored, just make this clear.
Hashtag non-spawn.
Alright. So, what happened last episode? The party, traveling at low speed due to damage to their train, slowly made their way to an out-of-the-way town. As with all the other settlements in this island, undead had claimed it, and their arrival was met with silence. This time, however, the silence was heavy to bear. For some reason, not even the undead could be seen roaming the streets. Still needing to repair their train, our heroes settled down and started to work on the train. After the first night, however, the reason for the silence in the town was one abandoned building they had found during the day, and it radiated evil energy. During the night, the building seemed to feed off the undead. Well, those who managed to find their way near the town. Unsure about what to do with this, everyone went back to bed and decided they would settle this in the morning. And so, we are in the morning right now. Everyone saw this, heard the building breathing during the night, saw the air leaving the building and then being drawn back in, and undeads making their way there, entering, but never leaving. Morning came. It became as bright as it can be on this island chain, being always covered in mist, always giving it a gloomy look, but now, this time, it's a silent gloomy look. Now, Fisher seems to be less distracted on his task, trying to find everything he needed to repair, and repairing the most important elements of this, while trying to stay focused, while everyone else was doing so many other things, and discovering untold evil, and secrets, and Well,
I've been working on the railroad.
one
How
thing.
far did I get?
Yeah, no. How far did you? Well, you got 1 day in. And,
1 day into the 2 days? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I thought we went the full 2 days.
No, that happened during the
I
first
thought we time
the
skipped.
first day,
Oh.
but I am going to give you the opportunity to skip directly to the last day. There's just one thing, because normally Fisher would have found something the first day, but since he wasn't there, I decided that he would find it on the second day.
Oh, okay.
So while you were looking through various pieces of equipment, trying to find the tools you needed to make the appropriate repair, if you could, even finding replacement parts, because some of them were very heavily damaged. And this is a repair bay after all, so that would manage to cut off a few hours here and there from time to time. So instead of having to work in a full 2 days, it's gonna be over probably at the end of the second day. You'll have the evening to figure out if you want to tackle this evil in the morning or during the night. You never know, or not. Just leave this place. But in one of the small storage room around the maintenance pit, you came across something you didn't expect to find. Large piece of equipment. It takes a moment, and with a decent Arcana roll,
Let's see if my luck has returned to normal. Yeah, that's
No.
about right. That'll get me decent though.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Yeah. Rummaging through all of these things, you find this piece of equipment which is mostly finished. You think you can finish it with the knowledge you have. And, well, you think that maybe the villagers had a secondary plan to get out of this place. The piece of equipment you found is a makeshift barrier generator. It's small, it doesn't have a whole lot of power, but it's definitely something which is going to help you take on a few hits by the ballistas. It's nearly complete. You'd only need maybe an hour and a half to finish everything. The bulk of it is finished. You're pretty sure you can't increase the power it has available. It would only be able to take a few hits before it eventually
Well, the train was only able to take a few hits, so I'll take a few. That works for me.
All right. So?
Dope. Yeah, I will fix that.
Maybe you should
And-
tell audience before he
yeah.
falls asleep, because I think he's just about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I'll fix that and install it
All right.
on the train.
So, you all notice that Fisher is adding something that wasn't there before. Little piece of equipment. That's decent size. He's taking a few minutes to drag it out of storage.
What do you got there, big man?
A shield.
For you or the train?
The train.
Okay.
I mean, I do a little bit of thinking. If I just, how big is it?
Well, let's just say that everyone would start calling you Wheels now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, for the train.
Okay. Cool. Will it help us get back without dying?
Hopefully.
Nice.
It should
All
be
right.
able to take a few.
Alright, so. Make a second Arcana roll to see how well you manage to plug that in. That's gonna give me an impression of what kind of DC.
I like this back. I'm gonna use the coin.
Alright.
That's much better. 21.
Well, you know, how bad did you roll the first time?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so as you were dragging this piece of equipment and you decided to put it on this large winch so that you'd be able to pull it up and move it toward the train, the moment it reaches the highest point that you can pull it up, you try and turn the winch around, and suddenly you slip and the chain just slips through your hands, and you hear that little ding in the background, and you manage to grab it at the last link of the chain just before it touches the ground. Even are pulled slightly up on your feet. Oh, well, that almost ended before it started. Okay, pull it back up, move it to the train, start fixing it, adding what's missing. There was a moment where it started to hiss pretty loudly, but you managed to settle that.
It's fine.
It's supposed to hiss. Don't worry about it.
I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Remy, if you want to make an Arcana roll to see what really happened when it started to hiss.
He's got everything's fine. Everything's good. Nothing to worry about.
I'll determine that.
You don't
17.
trust me?
17. Well, you know, there are some. You admit that you don't know everything, but it felt like that thing was about to blow up. Fortunately, Fisher managed to settle the problem really close to the last moment.
Remy is starting to question what decisions in his life resulted in him being near so many explosive devices and in such close proximity.
Well, it all ties up to your personality, you know. You got an explosive one. All right.
Yeah, it's all your fault, right?
You just draw these things, you know. You get a bracelet with things that can blow up. There's a bomb in someone's pack. You're gonna go on board a train which can blows up with a shielding device that can blow up. Hey. Good way to end your life, you know. Ending up with a bang.
I mean, look, Remy's looking to get banged, but
He wants to enjoy it after.
What do you
not
mean not like that?
die. Well, you know. I'm pretty sure that if Remy had a choice, he'd choose to go out with the audience. If he didn't have any choice.
yeah, if given the choice, he would, in fact, go out with audience. I'm glad we agree.
Alright. So, part of the day is taken to assemble that generator. Put it in, you make a few tests, and seems to be holding. Well, most generator have 6 point of endurance. This one will only have 3. But it's still going to be able to take at least 3 hits. Possibly more.
Okay. Okay, 3. I was like, 3 health? That's not very much.
Yeah, the way that the
Okay.
barrier works is every time it takes a hit, it essentially does a concentration saving throw. If it succeeds, it doesn't lose any points. If it
Okay.
fails, it loses 1 point. If it's a critical fail, well then it's going to lose 2 points.
Okay. Cool.
Usually, you will have a audible way of knowing what happened when I'm going to say it's holding, it's weakening, it's buckling, it's gone. But you only have 3 points now, so.
Okay.
Most of the day has went and gone. The last few remnants of light can still be seen. Taking a moment to take in the surrounding, you start hearing the crypt breathing again. Very slowly beginning, barely able to hear it. But the more the darkness comes, the heavier its breathing gets. To the point where you can see the snow being pushed out and in as it's breathing. If you listen carefully throughout the night, you can hear the undead making their way, one after the other. Some small, some big. You can see 2 spiders making their way in. It just seems to eat them up, one after the other. You recognize that the audience has mixed feeling about this. It's looking at this from the train where you're all sleeping and, he wants to go in.
Yeah.
But then again, even now the crypt keeps feeding. But during the night, you realize that he might have had an idea.
Yep. I was like, do we still have... Does anyone know, do we still have Jorg's, what's its name? Shaky blob thing?
Tiny blob in the
I do.
jar.
I'll take it out.
Alright. Well, let's go see how dangerous this crypt actually is.
So, are you
go.
doing this during the night, or are you waiting till morning?
Probably the morning, since we know it seems to sleep during the day.
Okay. So, you take the tiny blob, and you start moving toward the crypt. You'll notice that from the train station, the blob seems to be very relaxed. It sort of looks like it's bobbing from hearing a little bit of music that you can't hear. Just nothing bad right now. Moving in closer, as I imagine audience would.
Yes.
When you reach the street on which the temple is, the street on which you've seen many undead walk and go directly to the crypt, the speed of the blob starts picking up, wiggling like a jello you just slapped. So, threat level is increasing, but you're not exactly in danger where you are right now.
No, it's manageable.
Meaning that there is a good chance that it can't pull you in from the crypt. It has to be voluntary. You have to go in. Undeads are not known to have a lot of agency in their actions, so
We'll keep getting closer. Start to head back to kind of where we were before, where I
Yeah.
sense the presence.
when you enter the temple, you notice that the blob is wiggling harder and harder. It feels like it's trying to get out, shaking, moving, reaching the top of the stopper that's keeping it inside. There's definitely danger the closer you get. For each step you take, its wiggling becomes more violent. It's telling you this is getting very dangerous. This is life-threatening at this point, most likely.
Alright. We'll get back to where I was before, where I shone the light in and sensed that the presence was sleeping. But I won't go any further.
Alright.
To the front of the big door.
When you go down the first flight of stair leading to the hallway where you took your divine sense reading, you, at first glance, when you look in the bottle, it looks like the blob expanded. Looks like it's taking the entire room of the small jar. But when you take a moment to just feel the jar, you feel vibration in it. And this is when you realize that the blob is moving so fast, its body doesn't have time to retract completely. But its inside is still moving violently. You've never even seen the blob move like this before. Jorg never seemed to have had problem holding it in your hand, but you have to close your hand so that the bottle simply doesn't skip out of it. And you can feel it shaking so hard inside. The way that you would probably translate this is way out of your league. But as everyone has been saying since all of this has started, and as your dungeon master keeps saying, nothing is out of reach for someone who is properly prepared. But that plan would need to be flawless in every aspect.
Alright, let's back it up. Let's back it up.
We
I
go
died.
back-
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Go
kidding.
back to the city. We sneak in. We grab a ballista.
We shoot it down the hole 1,000 times.
Well, you remember that your brothers and sister is said that to get 2 ballistas from the city, it took them 5 years.
Yeah.
All right, so we tell your brothers and sisters to start moving it, okay? By the time they move it, we'll be back, okay? And then we could do this.
So you
We-
left an orb
we-
with them?
Yeah.
That would have been a good idea. Should have done that.
Malcolm took my orb. I'm sorry.
Alright. Yeah, we back it up. Once we're kind of out of the temple, and it's like, I'm like, you know me, I'm all for taking on any challenge that we face, and especially if it's undead. I definitely would like to rid this place of this undead thing, but to think about the bigger picture, like, obviously this is something that's very tough, and we're about to go do a more important thing of taking on the Spire. It's like, do we really want to risk serious injury or anything that's gonna, cause us perhaps the death to just rid this one town of this thing that doesn't even seem to be eating any living creatures, just undead? Like, I'm not sure that the gain is worth it right now.
From inside of you, Fisher, you hear, well, I don't think there are a whole lot of living things left on this island, but I think I understand his point.
Terranad's trying really hard not to agree with you, but can't help himself.
I see. I mean, what do you think, Fisher? I mean, I just feel like we have more important things to do
Yeah.
than risk.
What's in there? Probably some cool stuff. That's
All the stuff, I mean, I think it was all the stuff absorbed probably by all the villagers that were killed in there. So probably, yeah, some good stuff, but I honestly don't know enough about this thing or have enough knowledge to feel confident that I could successfully create a plan that would like guarantee success.
yeah. Also, like, what we don't actually, if there was something in there that we knew what it was, and like we knew it would be very helpful for taking on the Spire, then that would be different. But we don't actually know what's in there.
Yeah. Like if it had something where I was like, oh, it has something that guarantees shuts down the wizard shield.
Yeah.
I'd be like, maybe.
Yeah.
But
as it stands, it seems like trying something that's, I mean, probably not as dangerous as what we're gonna do, but
yeah.
extremely dangerous for a debatable or unknown reward seems not quite worth it.
Yeah. But what
Is
do
that
you
a
guys
disappointed
think?
grunt, Toby, or a
What? Huh?
resigned
No,
grunt?
I'm just waiting to tell until you guys tell me what to do because I know my opinion is going to get shot down as soon as I say it.
No, you can have
but
I
your
I
mean,
do-
we
opinion.
don't want to hear it.
No, I
I
want to
do
hear
think
your
it's a bad
opinion.
idea. We should come back later.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. Remy, any counterpoints, or you're in agreement?
I mean, like scratches under his beak for a moment before. Remind me, is it snowing where we're at right now?
I didn't roll for today. Let's see. Oh wow, that must have been a creepy night. No wind at all. Just the breathing of the temple. Damn. That must have been an eerie morning. But most likely it has started to snow right now, yeah. And it's unseasonably cold outside.
Isn't it winter?
Almost.
Okay.
It's been snowing that much and it's almost winter.
It's probably, you're probably right now near either at the equivalent of the beginning of December or right before it starts.
Oh, okay. Almost there.
I was like, unseasonably cold in the coldest season. Oh, shit.
Well, I'm comparing where you are right now to how it was in Canada in the 80s in Quebec. You could have a decent amount of snow in the beginning of December. In the 90s, you didn't wonder, will there be snow during Christmas this year? You would wonder, will there be a snowstorm tonight?
So, actually, I think it would be better maybe slept clear if Raimi did it this way. As he points to the entryway to the crypt, opens his beak, and the sounds of rocks falling come out from his beak.
Fisher, you hear from
what does that
inside.
mean?
You hear from inside of you, Terranad say, "Oh, I think he has a point. Who knows how long this thing has been growing? Maybe if we destroy it, it's just going to collapse on itself." I know that's not what you meant, but that's what he says.
Yeah, that's a good point. killing a building from the inside does pose its own kind of
You
problems.
think we could drown it? What if we just put a bunch of water down there?
Fisher, from inside of you, you hear, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great idea. Trying to do something that might get a sea snake trapped inside of it." Yeah.
Toby. Last I checked, neither buildings nor undead need to breathe.
Makes sense.
However, we would if we ever wanted to go in there later.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, if you want to fight off a bunch of zombie hands while holding your breath, it could be a good idea. Now, if I just unlocked my breath weapon and could just beam radiant energy down.
that'd be awesome.
Damn.
But
Yeah, get on that.
Such a shame. It's scheduled for your level 10. Damn, that's
Bummer.
bummer. Bummer, guys. Alright. I think we're in agreement. Let's go get back past these goddamn turrets. Get to where Civ is waiting for us.
Sounds good to me. I mean, we have to get past these ballistas.
Yep. It will be easier on the way back, but yeah. I would like for it to be easier since I did not like how close it got last time.
Well, we got the shield now,
Yeah.
so
That's always good.
Also, we have to remember we're gonna have to slow down, and then one of us, probably me, is gonna have to go and hit the bottom lever. I'm pretty sure, which kind of sucks.
next to last one.
Next to last one, yeah, not the last one.
You're gonna have a few seconds before the creature comes out and try to eat you.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves running in front of a huge monster trying to eat you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we still have the acid monster.
Well, hopefully we won't. Hopefully I'll just nimbly get down and we don't have. Oh, God, I miss having Jorg's birds, man. They could have just flown me down.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything that can make me fly?
Um,
No.
No.
I mean, I can make
Ramius.
wings.
Raimi is going to minor illusion and acorn.
Wait, we said make him fly, not throw him across the air.
You mean Ornak?
I can make you fall slowly.
Well, I don't think that's helpful.
I mean, it might be.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the worst
If
to
it's
cast
the
it on
bottom.
me.
If
Well, we know the layout of this place. Would it
Well, I
be
guess we
faster
have to go
would it be
past
faster
it.
to drop down or run down?
Well, do we have to? Does the
Like-
train have to go by where the switch is anyway?
Well, yeah, but that means the problem is that there is not a lot of room on each side to maneuver. Someone would have to make a little bit of acrobatic maneuvers to get to the front of the train and then. What was that?
Oh my god! Oh, I just blew my eardrums out.
Yeah, what was
my bad.
that?
Good.
Mike just died.
Okay.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it was. All right. So, yeah, you'd have to take someone that's pretty nimble to be able to go in front of the train, get down, and pull the lever in the right position. But you could get all the way there. However, that close, with the train following you, you draw a lot of attention, meaning you might have a lot less time to react.
Yeah. So what about the falling option, though?
The falling
just
option
jumping
is
down.
not a bad one because you have to run around in a circle until you get to the proper place. Unless, once again, you take someone who's pretty nimble and have them climb down. At what level do monks... Can monks simply walk down? I think it's level 7. I think Tobiashi's not good enough yet.
The only worry is Toby strong enough to pull the lever on the first try.
Fine.
Well,
Toby's
Dorg
got
only got
more
it down
strength than the
halfway on
average
the
one.
first one.
I could use
That's
myself.
true.
I could use my wisdom to pull it.
I mean, I have good acrobatics and athletics too. Like I have +8 to athletics.
Well,
and
actually,
+6
my
to
acrobatics is not that well. Uh,
Okay.
my athletics is good, but my acrobatics is like a 3.
What's your athletics?
A 3. Oh no, my athletics is 4.
So I'm still just better on every statistic.
Yeah.
Why must you do what I tell you to do? 'Cause I'm better than you.
So no, it still makes sense for me to go. I'm just saying, is it quicker for me to jump or to run?
For
could
you,
drop you
I
down.
think jumping down would be probably be faster, because you'd have
Okay.
to go down pretty low.
Okay.
You'd still have to run
And then
back
just running
up,
back
but,
up. Yeah, and then just running back up. Okay. Yeah, so if someone casts Featherfall on me, I'll jump down and pull
How
the
do you get
lever,
back up?
run.
To
Hopefully
run
quickly.
back up?
Yeah.
What if I just put
Well-
like around?
Well, I mean, I think it's too far down for me to, like, send my rope down. My rope's 60 feet. How much can you add with your silk to that?
60 feet. I
You
could
can
add
add
six-
120?
Yeah, I
I've
guess.
got a bunch of rope. I've got 100 feet of rope.
Okay, well, how far down is it?
But climbing that much rope
Well,
would be insane.
my rope is not an issue because you can climb a lot faster. But the other rope would be.
it's about 60 feet down.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I
Oh.
should just put my rope of climbing down. And then just climb,
Yeah.
and then climb it back up.
I never thought about it like this, but when I'm counting, it's about exactly 60 feet down.
Oh, yeah, so I should just jump down, tie my climbing rope, and then climb it back up. Or I could climb down. I wouldn't even need to jump. It'd be basically the same amount of time. Yeah, so I'll just put the rope, tie the rope, and then climb down.
So Audion is gonna rappel down the building.
Pretty much.
All right.
Sounds good to me. I don't see a problem with it.
Rappel upside down, corner peeking the windows on the way down. You know how it is.
Yeah, dude.
Rainbow Six Siege? Actually, no? Alright.
Well, if you're talking about Rainbow Six 2 on PlayStation, hold on. Rainbow Six 3 on PlayStation 2, I believe.
I'm
Rainbow
not
Six
talking about that one.
Too bad, because my name is in the credit.
Nice.
I was part of the tester team.
Oh, that's crazy.
Alright. Well, we got a plan. Let's see if we can get by these ballista first.
All right.
Amy's going to once again point at the crypt and make the rocks falling noise.
Oh, you mean just
What do you
bury
mean
it?
by that?
I think it means bury it.
Oh, so it can't get
Maybe
any
not.
stronger? Makes sense.
But also, then it's going to be harder for us to get the loot later.
Use
just
the
dig it.
bomb to block the door.
Yeah,
Also-
we could.
Here's the thing I'm only nervous about that. It's asleep during the day, which I know. I don't know if it has a ranged attack that it can do outward. Like I know from here it can't because but like when we were in the temple, it seemed like it can maybe still do something to us. So I feel like that's risky to just try and like drop rocks on it if it's gonna retaliate when it's already
To the
a separate-
barricade!
To the barricade.
Just barricade the door so stuff stops coming in. I mean,
It would stop it. We don't know how long we're gonna be gone, so we could do that, and
I-
it won't get any stronger.
I don't think it's gonna get that much stronger from where it already is, since it literally has been eating zombies for like, what do you say, like 500 years?
Give or take a few decades.
Like, I don't think it's gonna get too much stronger than that. to
Every
be
copper
honest.
counts, love.
I don't really want to get close enough to it.
Yeah, that's I don't either.
Barricade it. If it can move, I feel like it'd just eat the barricade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. It's a good idea. Do it. Audience says the same thing. So it's up to Tobiyashi and Remy if you want to do this. Go inside. Block the entrance.
Sorry, just above table. Am I misunderstanding the layout? Is there not just like an entryway that we can just block?
So yeah.
Have I missed something?
No. How this is positioned is that there is the temple where people used to pray. There is a small door at the end. When you go through that door, there is a flight of stairs that leads you to the long hallway, and this is where audience took the reading.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can
so
yeah, I mean, we
there's
can
a very
barricade the
easy
temple
door right there.
Okay,
Oh,
we
just
can
block
barricade the
it.
temple door.
I was yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking
We can
there
barricade the
wasn't-
temple door. That's fine.
Okay, just
Okay,
like I just
yeah.
feel like I was just like
Okay,
missing
but-
something. It's just like, is it that difficult to barricade a
Yeah,
door?
you were. missing
However,
that
I will
fact
say
that
if we
did
barricade the
this.
temple door, this place will actually probably have zombies in it next time we come back. So there will be that because it's eating all the zombies, which is why there are no zombies.
Well,
But ideally, the next time we're coming back, we're also going to be like some level stronger anyway.
yeah, and how many more zombies are gonna like show up?
Probably not that many because there's not a lot of noise here. There's no reason
Yeah.
for them to be here. Okay, sure. Let's barricade it. That's not hard to do, and then we'll leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You take a few moments, maybe an hour, to drag everything you can find, pieces of equipment, metal plate, the metal plate that you had to remove from the train that is just bent in every way. Yeah, it can work. It's gonna make it harder to go in. There's a large hole in it, but yeah. So shove everything you can there. Let's go with intelligence roll for someone to make a proper barricade. I mean,
I got it.
you,
I'm smart now,
You hear
guys.
Terranad go, "Oh gods."
Whale.
I mean, technically, his intelligence score is the highest. I'm not gonna underscore the word technically there.
That is just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
An 18.
Okay. Well, you do a very decent job. You know that for the average person, it would take a lot of effort to break through. Then again, you don't know how long you're not going to be here, so maybe it's just going to slow down the thing and not actually stop everything. If you're out of this island only for a few weeks, yeah, maybe it's still going to be there. If you wait a few months, no, not sure. Maybe it's not going to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, well.
You did your best. Plugged the hole as best you could. then the time has come to get back on the train and having ballistae, I believe. My spell check corrected me when I tried to put ballistas in plural, saying that you're supposed to say ballistae. Ah. Okay.
Ballistae.
Yeah, instead of an S, it adds an E at the end. Saying that the plural of ballistas is not ballistas with is not ballista with an S. So, get back on the train, start the engine, and slowly the train starts moving again. Better prepared, a little wiser, hopefully.
Your engines.
Just let Raby know when we're remind me how much distance does the train need before it can get to full speed from a stop?
Oh, not that much. Probably a little under a mile would probably be enough for the full might of the engine to be revealed.
All right, so then once we get there, anyway, Raimi is going to. Well, he's not going to be able to request it like so eloquently, but he's probably just going to about like a mile off from the point where they last remembered the ballistas being active. Just going to shout, "Stop!"
All right, so
Fisher like slams the brakes, like what?
So after 3 hours of traveling at a train, going through a single village, also abandoned, slowing down just a little bit, make sure no big creatures on the track inside the village, but everything seems to be going well. Pop a few zombies on the way that were on the track. Terranad and say, don't forget to tell audience that 3 more for you. Keep on going. Keep on going, and suddenly Remy shouts, "Stop!" Because you can see the huge city in front of you. And you can sort of notice in the distance large holes in the ground. So you back up the train a little bit to give you enough time to get to maximum speed.
Are you gonna put your dome around the boiler, Remy?
Raimi shakes his head.
Okay.
Raimi is going to hold up 5 talons. He's gonna pull out his book. And for the next 50 minutes,
Poor audience.
so Raimi is going to summon 5 phantom steeds.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
So we're gonna go horsepower. Sorry.
I think we're gonna have the horses get shot at.
Yeah.
Remy is learning from the best. From me.
He's being an actual magician now.
Animals are thus there to be the body shields that you can afford to sacrifice.
That's horrible. PETA, we
Grammys
do
are
not
like
condone.
literal ghosts, though.
Yeah, but they emit energy, and that thing fires on energy sources.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mag,
as
you wanna
opposed
be
to the.
Magna, you want to be a part of this? No, I don't have Magnus.
All right, everybody, suppress your energy like
If you
Dragon
actually
Ball Z.
say this to her, you have a moment where her eyes goes really wide.
I don't have her summoned. She's not even here. Ornak, you want to be a part of this? He was actually summoned.
Oh yeah, sure. So long as you go first.
But I can't come back.
I
Damn.
can direct my mirror images, can I?
Well,
Please go that way, mirror images.
you do know that if you can't get my acorn back, I'm not gonna be able to come back until you find another one.
Oh.
Ow!
Raimi,
Ow.
like with that sentence being said, minor illusions, a map followed by a question mark.
Oh, you'd most likely have to go back to Tournay Woods. Tournay very often make rounds in there, and you'd have to wait until you can find him, and then ask him for another acorn.
I see. Or we could just go straight to the nature realm and find you. I know where you live now.
Yeah. I'm sure you'd be able to find me easily. I mean, everyone.
I mean, I know your grandfather. Just go ask him.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's probably easy to
Yeah,
find.
yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead. I'm sure that the primordial would welcome you and not do anything as you're approaching. You know, champion of the gods. Sort of like, because of your upbringing, gods and primordial don't get along.
We've helped a couple primordials before. They haven't seemed to be that upset with me.
Oh, I guarantee those weren't primordials. They might have been champions, or
Didn't the Lady of Ash give us some kind of reward for helping her with her cat?
I think it was just a bunch of.
no, you never saw the Lady of
No.
Ash. You wanted
Well,
to
I know
see
we
her.
no, I know we never saw her. I more meant but she I thought we got dust for desummoning her cat, which is kind of was her
No,
way of,
that's for
thanking us.
getting hit by the cat. You
Oh,
got
okay.
dust.
Never mind.
But you did
All
bring
right.
back her cat, so you'd have that thing where you could go in front of her and, my lady, you remember us? We brought back your cat. That's everything we did for you.
They call me firefighter audience because I'm hot. H-O-T, baby. All right.
Now, you know a few names. You know the primordial behind the Scorch Shard. And you
Yeah.
know the primordial behind the
Ice shard.
Ice Shard. And now you know the primordial behind Nature Shard.
Yeah.
But you just know of them, and you did a favor for one.
For audience, that's like them all loving him.
Yeah.
You know. This is a different. Well, we technically did a favor for the Nature Shard too when we helped Tournay rescue that thing. Or I did, because I was the only member of the party at that time.
But then you got something for that, so
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Should we really be talking about this when the ballistas are out? No? Okay.
No, that's okay.
Nope.
Oh,
Remy is casting
sure.
a spell.
Yeah, Remy, this is
Oh.
during Remy cast spell. Remy, while you cast a spell also, what were I just wanted, before we move on, what were the items? It was like the potion satchel that we hadn't
Oh.
split up yet.
Hold on.
oh, I have that list.
Yeah. I just want to correctly get the items split up so we don't have to do it later.
It's like
Should get some.
because I know we were floating on you possibly having the satchel of the healer.
Yeah.
Since you wanted to be able to just like have potions as a bonus action.
Yes.
Not like you're doing much with your bonus action anyway.
Well, you have one thing you can do with your bonus action, and usually do it at the beginning of a fight. Usually.
We gave the necklace of prayer beads to Ornak because
Arnak.
Yeah,
The
it just-
hand wrapping to Tobiyashi.
Went to Toby.
we have a bunch of scrolls.
What did I get?
But
The hand wrapping of smiting.
Yeah, we also I think we split the turn scrolls between you and Toby.
well, yeah,
Yes, I
that
have
we did.
5
But
now.
I'm referring to the magical scrolls. I mean, I guess those are also
Well, they're
magical.
cloth of undead turning.
Yeah.
You also had 2 potion of superior healing that you.
Yeah, we split
Divided.
those up.
We already divvied those.
Someone got the pearl of power.
I don't think
The
anyone
Pearl
got
Power
the
was
pearl.
not given to anybody because we were actually debating on who would
Use it.
want to hold on to that / use it
Does
at
it
some
do-
point.
Wait, let me look at the book.
Audience is the fastest progressing spell.
Our party is not great with Pearl of Power.
I mean, technically, it's not about. Well, but remember, like Pearl of Power caps at level 3 anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I'm the only one who's gonna hit level 3 though, and like one more level.
I'd say you use spells.
I couldn't use it. I couldn't. I don't even think I could use it for lightning bolt.
Technically, I also think it's the best with probably Ornak right now. Like,
I mean, like, actually, here's a
Can he
question.
attune to things?
Yeah.
yes,
I mean,
he's a druid. He has level 3 spell slots.
We already covered this. It's like that's why he also has the prayer
Necklace,
beads
yeah.
because he attuned to
Yeah.
that. But what I was going to ask though is that it's like what exactly are your attunements, Fisher? Aside from the coin and I think like a sword.
the coin, the whip, and the ring of warmth. So I mean, like,
Do you have to attune to the Ring of Power? To the Pearl of Power?
yeah.
Yes.
I do not want it.
Okay.
It's
I
not
guess
bad.
if it's. I mean, yeah. I guess I could
I have too many things that are better that I'm attuned to right now.
use it. If I'm using spell points, could I get a 3rd level slot worth of spell points back with it, even though I don't have 3rd level spell slots?
I wouldn't allow you to create the spell point of a slot that you can't actually cast right now. Since your maximum ability is 2nd level slot, I would consider giving you the spell point of a 2nd level slot, but not a 3rd. Not as long as you
Okay.
can't cast that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, if like if you're still iffy about it, like like I wouldn't be opposed to the. I don't know who actually mentioned it. The idea of just having another item tuned to Ornak, but because that's also a guaranteed casting of Revivify.
True. Let's give it to him.
Do we have diamonds for that?
We do.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll hand it to someone. I took all George's stuff.
Yeah, we have.
Well,
all-
I guess how many of the diamonds are in Jorg's inventory?
He had 1. It's 5,000, right? The worth of 5,000, or was that?
Well, no,
think it's
not
300.
5,000. I think he just put
Oh.
diamond because that was the only thing available in D&D Beyond. But how many
Okay, I think
physical
he-
diamonds does
let
he
me
have
check
in his
real quick.
inventory?
Let me check.
I thought we bought a few, but I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah. I don't have cold winter clothes, but
Well, hopefully you don't need them anymore because you're
He
gonna
has
be in
1
the train
diamond.
all the way.
yeah.
It
Fair
says he
enough.
has 1 diamond in his inventory.
That's not super surprising.
I believe
I
that
thought
you
he had
bought
more.
several, but you distributed it throughout the group.
I didn't get any diamonds.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the strategy. It's like because everybody would have the diamonds that would be needed to revivify them on them.
Oh,
So when did we get these diamonds? Because I didn't put it in my inventory.
Well, that's okay. You just get Jorg's diamond.
Okay.
Because Elvenak doesn't need a diamond for himself.
It's like I think maybe he gave one. Well, he didn't give everybody a diamond because I don't
Yeah.
think he had the gold for it.
yeah.
But I think he gave. But I think he had bought 3 and gave 2 to 2 people.
I
Like,
don't
as
have,
in like 1 to each 2 people each.
I don't have a diamond anywhere in my inventory.
Let me check my notes.
I believe Jorg had one, and I think Remy, you have one.
Well, I have several, sir, for separate reasons. I could not tell you if like any particular one came from Jorg.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 300 gold gem diamonds.
Okay.
In fairness, Raimi probably gave you one of those, but the
He
one
did
probably
because
came
I
from Jorg.
put love Remy diamond.
All right.
But I have 2.
So Tobiashi, you can have the diamond for that Jorg had. So you're gonna have a diamond on yourself that Elvenak can use.
I still have the half love / friendship potion. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what if we can get the wizard to drink that? Get one of us.
Yes, of course, because he's gonna take
Easy.
a glass
Just
of
Get the
something.
wizard to drink. I'll take the pearl of power.
Are you gonna add it to your inventory so I can remove it off this list?
Yes.
Okay.
I
No.
took the satchel by the way of healing, so take that
Alright.
off too.
And I added the necklace of prayer beads on Elvenak's inventory.
I already have the. I had the gloves since
Did we
last.
get anything else?
That's
I thought we got one other thing that was decent.
Again,
But
there was
maybe
a
I forgot.
there was a bunch of magic scrolls that are undistributed, but honestly, that feels like a future thing.
There
enough.
is a scroll of revivify, so someone would be able with that
Ooh.
scroll to be the emergency revivify in case Elvenak gets
Yeah.
dismembered.
I think we said Remy was keeping that because we feel like he can get places.
That's smart.
Potentially the easiest.
Speedy boy.
And you got 5 pounds of salt.
Right, for Toby.
But yeah, I guess if you get the chance, Draken, since we don't have control over his sheet, like take the diamond out of Jorg's sheet.
Okay. I'll do that during the break.
Diamond in your notes.
Yeah. Obviously, like, yeah,
Alright.
when you
Let's do these turrets now that we've gone through inventory stuff.
All right.
Oh, also, I will say we do activate the thing we were given again to create. If I needed to restate that.
Turn everything on.
Yeah, we turn everything on that we can possibly
Divert
turn
power
on
to
that
the
will help
shield.
us. Remy, do you cast Pass with Trace as well? Pass without a trace.
Can you?
Oh no, you're casting the steeds.
Yeah, he's doing the speeds.
Okay. Which will provide distractions.
I mean, like, Raimi will still be able to, like, do Pass Without Trace as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not like Phantom Steed is concentration or anything. Otherwise, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
All right. So you let loose the horse. You let loose the engine, and you try and get through those defenses. The train starts picking up speed, slowly but surely. And when the time comes, you let the horse loose to draw the attention of the towers. And here we go. So.
This, kids, is what we call a smokescreen.
Yep. There are 8 horses. That definitely will help. Initially.
They could see through smoke, right? I could have actually used a smoke screen.
They can see through magical smoke. I think we tried your smoke and it did not give a fuck.
I think it just make it look more like.
Well, the idea is, like,
Right.
as Draken said, like, it senses energy. Like
Yeah.
it could
Uh-huh.
it could detect an invisible creature. It could detect an illusion. It could
Unless we
detect.
can do what Civ does, where he like completely makes his energy symbols like turn off.
Now my question: what if I throw something at it as it's coming towards us? Will it explode, or is it still going through that thing? You know?
It's a giant shot. I think it. I don't know what you're throwing at it that's blocking it.
All right. So you start the engine, and train picks up speed. Of course, the moment you look up, you see those 4 dots of light activating on the rampart. And you see them pointing in your direction. You start hearing the first projectile being fired. They're going straight for the train initially. The very first shot, Fisher, make your first concentration roll for the barrier.
Come on now.
This is a good time as any.
But they got a -10 to this.
What do I add to this? If I add anything?
It's oh goodness, someone's afraid
You add your
of dying.
proficiency.
Um,
You add your proficiency now too, right? 'Cause you're
well,
good.
it's
too.
the one of the train. It all relates to the train itself. You don't have an engineer doing this. The train itself has no. There's no bonus. It's a straight constitution roll for the train. The train is a civilian train, so you have a +1.
I don't add my train proficiency
Oh,
that I got to it.
I took into consideration your ability to pilot the train when I rolled
Okay.
the attacks.
Okay. 17.
All right. You see that one shot going straight for the train, and you have this moment, oh god, it's going right for the center. And right before it hits, you feel that blast. It hits so hard, it's deafening. You hear the explosion, the air compression pushes all of you easily 1 or 2 steps. The barrier holds, it doesn't lose any strength on this one. The second, third, and fourth shot that you see, 2 of them go right by. One of them hits one of Remy's horse. You just see it disappear and being replaced by a crater.
I'm just gonna make it super clear that Raimi, for I guess reasons not yet quite explained, it's like none of these were tigers.
The train keeps on going and going and going, and on that second roll, you see other shots being fired. One is fired very wide and doesn't actually even come close to the train. One of them goes so close to the train, you can actually see the barrier around the train sort of starting to manifest itself, having that exchange of energy going as it's passing right by. Not enough to cause any loss of energy to the barrier, but still that close to the barrier. You can see it all the way as it's moving. The oval shape of the barrier around the train is hitting the ground. A third one hits near the railway, but doesn't create any problem. Once again, another horse of Remy just disappear, being replaced by a crater.
We will remember you.
In the arms of an angel.
For $1 a day. Sorry.
The third salvo literally obliterates every single horse left. 2 of the horse are completely taken out. The other shots, one very wide, one relatively close, but not too close.
No, Biscuit!
You are getting very close to this. You can see the ballistas. You can hear the hissing of the energy being gathered. And you've noticed that they have adopted a firing pattern, which makes it so that it feels like they're not firing in concert. It's just a toof, 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 that keeps firing.
Gotta hold on for one or two more, boys. Hang in there.
The first one hits the train once again. Fisher, roll for the barrier.
Please, if anybody's out there, I'm just like,
You got this, Fisher.
13.
Okay.
The energy blast hits the barrier. And you know from your experience that hit was not properly deflected. You feel it, the blast, the energy, the train even shakes a little bit. But it's not too severe. You don't I'm not gonna make you roll to keep that one, the train, stable with this one. It's not that powerful, but you notice the engine of this barrier starting to work harder. 1 point of endurance was lost on the barrier. As you see the explosion completely blinding you for a moment. Oh, goodness. And once again, the barrier gets slammed again on the other side. Roll another time.
16?
The barrier holds on this one, doesn't lose any more resilience point. There's this moment of, all right, things are going well. You feel the train starting to get up, and then there is this blast. This full-on blast that hits the train so hard, it starts to veer off. Tip a little bit, roll for that hit, but it was a critical hit from the ballistas.
Oh boy.
The DC has just
I'd like
went
to-
up sharply.
jump on the train and then grab the railing with my silk and pull us back. No, I'm kidding.
This
You've used your coin, right,
this
Fisher?
essentially is a direct hit.
I have. We're just adding a +1 to this, right? That
Yes.
was what. Yeah. Okay, that is a 19.
19. All right. Wow. That hit was square on. But fortunately, because of that +1 of the train, it is
Let's go
just
civilian train.
enough to push back that blast. You still have to make your train handling roll. Your Arcana
That
roll.
you can add your proficiency.
That you can
to,
add
right?
your proficiency
Yeah.
to it.
The train suddenly grows a face. It was Thomas all along.
Thomas the tank engine comes in again.
More
Saves
importantly,
them.
what did we name the train? Every train
I
needs a
don't
name.
think we
guys.
ever named their train.
No.
Damn.
The penetrator.
That's
since
why
I'm
we're gonna
already
die.
proficient
The
in Arcana,
So-
does I don't add it twice, do I?
No, you don't have it twice.
Okay.
All right, let me help. I studied trains.
Fuck. That was a 1.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Let me help.
For an 8.
For a total of 8. Ooh. Alright. Well, that's...
Well, at least our barrier held.
Hmm. Oh, that's...
All right, so what happens is that we get hit in the front. We do a front flip over the town,
Right.
over the city, onto the railings on the other side.
So, because of that natural 1, yes, the barrier held. but you start feeling the train tipping slowly and slightly. You have the reflex of telling everyone to just go on that side in the hope that the train doesn't derail. But
Let's do
as
it.
everyone is trying
Use your
to
weight,
do
audience.
Yeah, get your fat ass over there.
Fortunately for all of you, I did say that the train was just starting to go up. You feel the tipping point of the train go past the equilibrium, and the train starts falling to the side, crashing down and scraping all the way as it's moving sort of in a helicopter fashion. Just you are thrown in every single direction, to the left, to the right.
Can I try and grab Remy and use my body to protect him?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Uh, 23.
That's enough. You have that
Well,
reflex of grabbing Remy by the head and just pressing him hard on your body as you are being thrown in every direction. So, everyone will make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
18.
Woo! 23, 17 plus 6. Oh my god, Jill. He's got the calculator out.
He's got the calculator out. Oh boy.
Alright, so, Tobiyashi, what did you roll?
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23. Audience?
18.
18. Fisher?
16.
16. Remy, you have advantage because audience is shielding you. Is shielding you.
Oh, sure, I'll roll again.
Oh, why not? I mean,
Okay, I'll take the 28.
All right. So, anyone who rolled under 20.
I don't have evasion
Under
yet.
20.
No, I mean...
The
You're
train
good,
derailed. It just went
You're
off
good,
the rail,
Toby.
fell,
That's just me and Fisher.
twisted, turned and turned and turned.
Fair enough.
Remy, you succeeded because, audience shielded you, and there was this moment where, someone is shielding, it's audience, and you just let yourself be cradled by his body completely shielding you, because it's dexterity saving throw, so you don't take half damage, you take 0 damage, and audience takes everything.
I do it for you, Remy.
Did I succeed?
Well, you know what? Raimi has already proven he would have done the exact same thing if he were able.
So, Tobiyashi, I don't think you have right now the ability to completely negate.
No, I did a 23, but I don't
Okay.
completely negate it.
So,
no.
audience and Fisher, you take 51 points of bludgeoning damage as you're being tossed around the cabin of this, as the train tumbles and twists in every direction. Tobiyashi, you succeeded your save, so you take half that damage, so 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'd like to think at like the last right before everything I was about to ping off another wall, I used my silk to just grab onto something and hold on to it. Still taking damage though.
Incidentally, kids, this is why we clean out our pockets before we put our clothes in the laundry.
Also, wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. We should have worn our seatbelts. That is
Should
our
have
bad.
worn our seatbelt.
This train doesn't have seatbelts.
Should have tied myself to the wall.
I should have silked myself.
Alright. Oh, good lord. As you're all trying to get up from that very abrupt chaos, battered, not sure exactly what's happening, probably with a huge headache, you realize that the train has derailed, and just as you realize this, BAM! The train gets hit once again by another shot. Roll for the barrier of the train.
We're not even close, are we? Do we have to get out and run,
Yeah,
guys?
where are we?
Down the hill. Well, we were close because the ballista. But we can try and get the train back on the rail.
That's a 4.
That's
How
a
do we-
It was
4.
almost an 18, and then it like just tipped over.
We should not get out of the train. If we get out of the train, we're probably... Well, I mean, like, we should not leave the train. We have to hope the train holds. We should try and get the train back on the rails if we can.
All right, let's do it.
Fisher, you know that this is a huge undertaking. You need specialized equipment to get a train back on
Oh.
the trail.
I'll shoot my silk and we try as hard as
Yeah.
we can, boys.
Yeah, we need like a crane.
Oh. What do we do then?
That hits the barrier around the train, and the barrier loses strength. You notice that the barrier is starting to buckle.
Okay. Well,
How
Scatter,
far away
boys.
were
how close are we?
So, Fisher, make an Arcana roll for me, please.
we? Okay, 21.
21.
There's a good roll.
Yeah. So, you know that the ballistae, I still find it weird. Anyway. And you know that the ballistas fire on magical source. And right now, the train is emitting the largest energy source. So, the ballista...
So if we ran, they would probably keep shooting the train.
Yeah. You see your train blow up, but
Mm-hmm.
it
good thing
would
we
give
didn't name
you a
Yeah.
it would give you a small chance of getting out of this alive.
Alright.
We're ditching the train.
Everybody scatter.
Fucking run.
Okay.
I jump
Yeah.
out and dash. I book it. I run as fast as I can.
I
Dash
do not
all
have
the way there.
time to summon magnets, so yep, I'm just getting out and running.
How far away are we from the city wall?
The train needed. It's going at something like 400 or 500 feet.
Oh boy.
Well, if they keep shooting the train a few times.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna try. If
I
I
run
dash, I
90
can run
feet.
60 feet. Yeah, I mean, Toby
Yeah.
can get there in 5 rounds. I can get there in 66, 120, 240, 300, 364. Like, I can get there in like 7 rounds. So it's like 5 for Toby, 7 for most of the rest of us. Oranak, give me your acorn.
He doesn't argue, he just cuts it and gives it to you.
Also, can you throw like a heal my way? That's where we're getting out. 'Cause I'm gonna need some extra help. If I get hit by this shit.
Well, I guess I'm not waiting. I'm just running. If he says
Yeah.
okay, if somebody says run, I'm just gonna start
Yeah,
running.
no,
Yeah,
we're running.
yeah, I said
we're
run.
running. I just
Right,
was
okay.
grabbing Oranak's acorn before.
I feel
we
like
don't lose it.
Remy wanted to say something. Now is
Tell
your
me what's
time.
up. Before I start running.
Technically, you still have pass without a trace active because you casted it, so you still have that level of protection. And since you didn't take any damage, you don't have to make concentration roll.
Okay, actually, I was going to ask if I needed to make a concentration save, but
If I'd make you do a concentration save for this, it would be to not having been distracted by being hugged by audience.
Also, Fisher, my dimensional space is open if you want it, but you have to choose for right now.
Sure.
And if he dies, you're
Sorry.
trapped in this for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
yeah,
Your less chance of dying now might be trapped. Up to you.
Well, is it already open, or are you suggesting you spend the time to open it?
Oh
and
no,
then
right.
close
It's
it?
not like it act. It's only. It's not. No, it is just an action. It's just an action to open it.
Okay, you have to dash, so no, I'm running.
Okay.
yeah. So then Remy is just going to say like, "Stay close."
Okay.
We'll
I'll take
try.
I'm actually gonna grab Remy's hand. Remy, you're only 25 move speed, right?
He's 30 and can dash twice.
Oh no, he's 30, right? Okay. No, Kenku aren't. Never mind.
He's also a rogue,
Okay.
so
Yeah, that's true. Yep. All right, we'll stay as close as we can,
Okay.
Remy.
Okay, so
But Remy
audience
Remy will be purposefully staying within your guys' ranges.
Okay.
like-
Okay.
audience before Arunak petrifies, he does give you back 26 points of 26 hit points
I appreciate
with a
that.
cure
Arnak.
wound boosted to with a level 4 slot.
And I took a very quick second wind before running for my life.
Yeah. That might save me from one turret blast. That's actually important. That extra 26.
All right.
Dashing. Dashing's better than just stepping of the wind each turn, right?
You can dash
Yes,
and use
you
Step
can
of
do
the
both.
You can
If
do
you
both,
want.
Okay.
Toby. You can
So
get there
double
very
dash?
quickly.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
You would leave Remy if Remy's trying to
Yeah.
stick with us.
But it also
then
sounds
you-
like it's
I mean,
probably not going
I
to
feel
shoot
like
us
just
while the
you
train's
guys
up.
need it more than
So
I do.
Toby might be better off just trying to get there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can.
So,
The rest of us stay within Remy.
oh,
So
first round of running.
7 rounds, guys. Let's see if we make it.
90 plus. 80.
All right. The first round of running, the ballistas are still trying to hit the train. There's still one level of protection on it, the displacement engine, which makes it harder for the turret to aim. Which is still a little hard, but not that much. So first round, every shot is fired and does not hit the train. It didn't roll a single time above 5.
All right, I go 135 feet.
That's round 2, baby.
Is
6 more rounds.
is Toby running like a normal person, or is he Naruto?
Oh no, I am booking it. You probably can't see from way back there how I'm running.
He's Naruto running, and that's from
Yeah,
now on.
definitely.
I think we can say he's Toby running.
Yeah, you could see like the silk running down my arm, so it's kind of just like a blur, you know. It gives that extra drag.
All right.
Yeah, that's what you want. That is.
After, by the way, guys, just to let you know, after the first round, I am not out of breath. I'm rolling good on my con save, so
Do we need to run? Do we need to?
needs to
Or
breathe.
what?
Oh, loser.
Usually anyone can run for a number of turn. I believe it's equal to its constitution.
okay. So that's
So I
40.
Equal to their constitution modifier, I think.
Yeah,
Constitution
plus two,
modifier.
right?
All right.
So plus 2.
Okay. So yeah. So
Well,
you
I
could
have to do it on my.
2.
I'll have to.
I could do 3.
I could do 1.
Okay, well, I'll save that con save for round 3.
All right. So, Fisher, second turn, 2 hits the train. So make the first one to see if the barrier holds.
You just gotta be 15, Fisher.
Yeah, with just a +1. Easy.
You got
Oh,
this.
wait.
You
That's
got
a-
this.
Nope. That's a 5.
It's a Constitution save or just a straight con?
It's
Hey.
the equivalent of a concentration saving throw for the barrier. So the damage actually.
Oh no, I mean for me running.
Oh, for you running, it's Constitution saving throw, I believe. Or hold on,
Wait,
hold
you
on.
have, what's your con mod, though?
+1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's sorry, I found the. It is 3 plus your con.
Okay.
Oh, never mind then. It was a good
Okay,
roll.
so
Anyway.
5
I rolled a
rounds.
20, so 19 plus
5
1.
rounds. Okay. So just the last 2 rounds.
I have now ran 270 feet.
He's way out there. All right, the second roll, because now the barrier has vanished, and there's a second hit to the train. Oh,
Do I
actually,
roll anything for that? Or
no, actually, yeah, the barrier is gone, so now it's the armor on the train. All right, the first one doesn't get through. The train even gets pushed slightly. But you acknowledge right now that the train has no more shield, no more barrier protecting it, and it's just the train itself. The engine is still running, so it's gonna blow up eventually.
Round 3, baby.
Round 3. All right. Oh, good.
Okay, so do I make it in 400 feet? That's the question.
More like 500, but yeah.
500 feet.
One more round.
You'll make it yet.
Yeah.
You're fine, Toby. You're gonna make it. You can tell our story.
All right.
I've always been good at running. I am speed.
One. Oh, wow. All right. One hit misses the train, but the 3 next one hits the train one after the other.
I'll always remember you fondly, Train.
The train takes 1 hit, and you recognize that something blew up. The cabin is not there anymore, probably. But it's not destroyed. It succeeded its saving throw, so it didn't take the full damage. Second hit hits. Once again, the train keeps on fighting. It succeeded its saving throw again. But now it is severely damaged. You can hear the engine starting to wind up. It's gonna blow by itself.
Alright, well, we still might get another round at least of them shooting at us, because probably at least while his engine's winding up, it probably is putting out more energy.
I am not going to step of the wind. I'm just gonna dash for the next 2 turns. I'm gonna make
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Round 4.
Oh, jeez. Round 4, there is no chance that this thing survive this many hits. You just...
How do you guys feel about running 3 rounds through these turns? Well, Toby's good.
It's sort of that epic moment where you see all of the ballista turning, getting that positive lock, and you see 3 of the 4 hits slam in the train, and you see this majestic explosion just...
No, I don't. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Cool guys keep running for their lives. Don't look back.
The train blows up completely. There are even shrapnel that goes past you.
Alright.
And there went the weed stash.
Damn it. Round 5, baby. Should we split up, Remy? Or should we stay within your thing so we don't all get hit by 1 shot?
The Raimi huffing holds up 2 talons.
Split up? Which one did I say first? I don't even remember.
The one that suggests staying together in the bubble.
Okay, we'll stay in the bubble.
Good choice. Good choice. As they try and aim toward you, yes, the explosion does provide slight coverage for this turn. Transforming what would have been 3 disastrous hits directly on the party into a single hit that is going straight for the group.
Dex save?
Dexterity save for audience, Remy, and Fisher.
Oh boy.
Oh god, I'm just gonna watch everybody die right now.
Oh, I probably failed that. That was not a good roll.
I got a roll. You got a 15. I have a
That was
+1 to these. Wait, no, I'm next to audience.
You,
I have
yeah,
a
you get a +3.
3. Hey, that's a 19.
Let's go, Fisher. Remy, I assume you're gonna succeed this.
I rolled a 22.
There you go.
I'm just gonna roll twice this. Alright. So fortunately, Remy, you have that moment where you see it arriving and you say, oh shit! And out of nowhere, Audience's hand reaches for you and pulls you out of that blast, shielding you once again as the blast hits the ground where everyone
I'm
is.
just looking into Remy's eyes. If I die, you need to carry on. Carry on the name. Carry on the dragon.
I thought you were gonna say you need to carry me to safety and resummon Owenak to revivify me.
No. Just carry on the name. Fisher can try and carry me if he wants. Not Remy. I'm not gonna put that on him.
Oh, damn. How many hit points do you have?
Uh-oh.
I have 62.
Okay.
How far have you guys ran? Have you been
I have-
calculating? Or...
This was round 5, so we have 2 more rounds.
I have 44.
But you hopefully took half.
So how much? What was your saving throw, Fisher?
19.
19, and audience
15.
15. Yeah. So audience, you don't succeed the saving throw, but Fisher, you do succeed the saving throw. Which mean, thank God, successful saving throw. Audience, you take 61 points of force damage.
Hey, Ornak, I appreciate the heal, my guy.
Fisher, you take half that.
Oh baby, we're 1 HP and a dream.
Probably what happened is that the explosion pushed you away. You flew for a moment with Remy in your arms. Remy, you're this is how it feels to fly. Because you're with audience right now.
Audience looks like he did, by the way, now when he got back from exploding the turrets. Like, he looks basically like dead. But he's still running.
Alright.
Round 6, baby. 2 rounds. I literally cannot. You know what? Audience is splitting from the party. Because he can't. Because if he gets hit in the party, he dies anyway. So maybe they'll target him as he runs. I'm sacrificing.
So,
Oh.
do you know what I rolled? Do you want to know the exact numbers that I rolled
Can
for
I-
that round?
Sure.
Also, because I have an idea, can I... Oh, wait.
I'm handing Remy the sapling, and I'm splitting from the group.
Remy, I just like to remind you that I am rolling attack rolls. You could try and silver barb this, but I don't know how the distance that you can use that.
60 feet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We're one round
Does
away.
that mean we can shield them?
That thing is meant to blast through protection like this. You'd have to make a saving throw for your barrier, but if it fails, it's not gonna have any effect.
Could I, on this round, use my action to throw out minor illusion 30 feet in the opposite direction that audience is splitting off from, and then use my bonus action to Misty Step to keep up with the 30 feet that I missed by not dashing.
Sure. Give me a number between 1 and 4. This is the turret that I'm gonna re-roll.
It's always 3. 3's the magic number.
Yeah, 3.
All right. So,
Was that the magic number?
well, you're making me re-roll the 17 on the dice
We'll take it.
to a natural 1.
We'll take it.
That illusion, however, just got blasted real good.
That's okay. That's
That's
what it
a
was
direct
meant to
hit.
do.
That's what it was there for.
The other
It
rolls.
was just a bullseye.
So, from the moment that I rolled above 7, there's a hit. Sorry.
Although actually, Raimi seeing this, Raimi would like to try to do the exact same thing because he can bonus action dash and then cast minor illusion.
All right.
True.
He's basically as a Kenku stealing Fisher's idea.
Fair enough.
All right. So if you want to do the same thing, that's okay. Which number between 1 and 3? Which turret do you want me to re-roll?
You know what? Let's just do 3 again.
Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, it didn't need to be re-rolled because I rolled 2, 3, 3, and 2, 3, 17, and 3. You picked 3 the first time. You made me re-roll the 17 into a natural
Oh,
1.
so they all missed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're last round, guys. We're within 60 feet of the wall.
Hell broke loose around you. You got those explosions everywhere. It just got.
Yep. Well, we're 60 feet from the wall, so also technically we could use silvery bombs. This is the last round.
All right.
And what? Me, Fisher. Wait, Fisher, are you with Remy or are you not with Remy?
Yeah, I kept up with him.
Okay, so we're in 2. So there are 2 things the turrets can now target instead of 1.
Okay, so I'm re-rolling 2 rolls.
So it depends who the turrets are targeting.
So there are 4 targets. There are 5 targets. Is that it?
No, they're 2 targets.
3
Oh,
and
well,
2 illusion.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm gonna
because
go.
I
with
can
it.
do this. Yeah, I can do the same thing again.
Yeah, 3 and 2. Yeah, they're 5 targets.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
First shot.
Can I action surge and throw out another minor illusion?
Is it a concentration spell?
It is not.
Oh,
Although,
I'm trying to see if it says if you cast it again, if the first one just it ends if you cast it again. So
Okay.
never mind.
Yeah.
No. No, you cannot.
All right. So, which means that the first turret fires on an illusion,
Okay. 3 to go.
and the roll was a 9, so it would have hit.
Okay. Good job, good job, good job.
Second one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The second tower fires toward you, Fisher.
Silvery Barb.
Well, first you should know if it's a hit.
It was. It looked like that it was
True.
gonna hit you.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
reaction it does have
Oh.
to be when it succeeds on something. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
it looks,
so it did
yeah.
succeed. Okay, yeah. Silvery
All
Bards.
right. Oh yeah. There's this also. All right. So you have this brief moment where you see this hit arriving, and you use your reaction to silver rebarb a machine, which apparently works, because the explosion hits very wide, going from a 14 to a 4 on the dice.
All right. 2 turrets left, guys. Come on now.
Well, yeah, they track magic, so I just threw a little bit of magic.
We'll worry about the
right
fact
in
that
front
I'm
of
in
it.
the capital of a zombie-infested city at 1 HP after this. Just get there first. With no trade.
I'm sorry.
The third turret fires, and it fires on audience.
Well, that's let's. Oh, Remy is maybe silvery barbs.
It's Raimi's turn now, because if anybody was gonna do it,
Yeah. Because I'm guaranteed dead. not even close.
I
I'm
wish
at 1
I-
HP.
I wish my camera could pan down on the other side. I can push it upward, but I can't push it downward. So the roll went from an 8, I remind you that 7 is the magic number, to a 6.
We're alive, boys. We're alive.
Last roll.
I guess Raimi will go ahead and take the advantage in case he gets fired on.
Well, you
Fair
do
enough.
get fired on. The last one is for you.
Okay, great. I'll gladly do the dexterity saving throw at advantage.
That was the best person to have it on.
No, 1, 2 on a D10 was for audience. 3 and 4 was for Remy, and I just rolled 3 for the last hit. So
All right.
That'll be a 25.
25 is more than enough. So in a very cinematic moment where you take in the energy of your own silvery barb, you see that last hit that arrives, you just jump to the side, roll on yourself, get back up, and keep on running as you see the explosion hitting the ground and the blast following you, just blowing past you gently, making your coat just go. As you reach the wall, and you look up and you realize that the ballistas can't fully bend over. There is a narrow, very narrow point where they can't hit you. You're all there on the side of the wall like this. You know that
I'm
if
just
you
sitting there with the
move,
table and tea.
you know that if you move more than 5 feet, you're basically being fired on at point blank range. And
All
you
right.
hear them trying to adjust and
Alright, let's shimmy our way over to the gate. Nice and slow. Nice and easy.
Can we just say that I was doing that the time that they were running?
well, I think we should go on our break because
Well, yeah.
Oh, good.
We love 1 HP in a dream.
So,
Can't believe I rolled a 1.
God damn it, Fisher.
Well, Betsy
Of
My
all
God.
issue
the
is-
rolls to roll the 1 on,
All right.
That was not
See
it.
you after the
that
break.
was not it.
Bye.
That was not it. But
How are we gonna get there?
Hello, welcome back. Well, as you can see, we seem to be having a little bit of problem. No one's there. Oh, good lord, I hope no one's having bathroom problem. Hey!
We all don't want to die.
Someone came back.
I am back from the dead.
Well, we need the two others. Let's call them. We are back, guys. Okay, so oh, this is awkward. All right. Well, meanwhile, Tobiyashi, while you were watching, at least Valenvi's there. While you were watching your friends being fired upon, nearly killed, audience being shoved in the air, nearly killed also, his back is completely burned. It feels like there's a good third-degree burn there. Fisher being nearly blasted out of existence by a ballista shot. Remy being protected by audience and his body. And hey, hello.
sorry, a little late.
Yeah. So how did you react to seeing all of this happen right in front of you? You were literally seeing your party being decimated.
I'm just sitting there hoping that they didn't get murdered. I'd probably start making my way to the entrance.
Alright, so apparently we're having a little bit of problem with the cameras.
Which camera?
Fisher and yours. That's usually a problem with Skype, but let's try and resolve this problem right away. Let's go.
Oh, I see me on this stream. I don't see.
No, I know. It's because I'm adjusting the camera. He disappeared. That's why.
Oh, okay. By the way, Toby, if you start making your way to the entrance, I would call for you, and I'd be like, "Hey, Toby, we gotta, we can't go to the main gate. We gotta go up the rails.
Okay, all right. Then I'm heading that way.
Come back." But first, let's well, actually, let's get to a safer spot first, and then we'll figure things out.
Alright. Nope. 6, 5, 10, 20. Good.
Alright, I need to use my lay on hands on me.
Here you go.
That'd be a good idea.
Alright, so
So I'm not dead.
take a moment to go to the side of the of this. With everything that happened, you do see movement
I
in
use
the
my second
distance
wind.
by the undeads, but you know, they don't walk all that fast, so you can make your way to the side, and I imagine you resummon Orunak.
Yes, we do.
So he can empty all of his spell slot while trying to heal you. So
I don't want him to empty all of his spell slots because we're gonna need him for the fight.
I do. Okay, we're taking a
I
short
mean-
rest, right?
Yeah, do we?
Let's take the short rest first and see how much we need.
All right, because I'm going to use my second wind, and then I'm going to use my key points to heal myself back up.
I would
Yeah.
save some of your key points because we are going into a tough fight.
Well,
He- short rest, he
he's
gets
taking a
back.
short rest anyway.
I get all
see.
my-
Yeah.
Key points back.
Okay. Very
Yep.
true. Alright, let me use my short rest.
60.
I'm honestly just using.
Yeah, you can use half of your entire hit dice pool on the short
Yeah,
rest.
so that's 4. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a healer's kit use for short rest.
And also,
And
in fairness to Ornak, he doesn't have to use spell slots straight away.
Okay, it's not doing it. I have to do it
Since-
manually.
He can just use the beads, and those will restore it dawn.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that is true.
And they're also level 2 cure wounds, so they're not like baby ones.
16.
Which is hold on, where's my?
And I'm back to full.
Okay. I'm down 30 right now after my short rest. I'm probably going to be the lowest. I might be the only one who's not full, honestly.
Okay, so D8, 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 D8. So, who needs healing? Orunak is handing it around.
I'm down 30.
Alright,
now.
So, you get 1 bead for 13 points of healing. Fisher, do you need healing also?
I'm calculating.
70.
You can only use half your hit dice.
You
Right?
can only
Yeah.
use half, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now I am at 48 out of 84.
Alright, well, you get an additional 13.
I'd use one more on Fisher. I'm okay being at 70.
Okay, then you get 15 points healed, and that is all of the bead's capability.
Let's save his spells for now, in case we need them for
Although-
combat.
Actually, I wish I could have had this memorized, but I just don't use this one for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Come on. I really skip it.
You still have the marsh sound.
It's like suddenly this city got very green.
Because of the marsh sound, yeah. Alright.
I mean, like if you're looking for at least a baby boost for those who were injured, like injured significantly anyway. Technically, audience, you could have decided to use your Turn the Tide.
No. I mean, no. I think it's better to save that spell slot for if we need
Well,
it.
no, it's not a spell slot. It's your Channel Divinity, which you're just gonna get back with your short rest anyway.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's
I mean, that's just an extra 1d6 plus your charisma
I forgot that
healing
came
to
back on a
yourself
short.
and
1d6.
anybody else who had less
So
than
me
half.
and Fisher. So I guess, sure. So that would be plus my charisma, so plus 2. Alright, Fisher, we all gain an extra 4.
That looks better than nothing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You never know when that one hit point is going to save you.
What do you mean we don't know? Just happens.
It
One
just
second
happened, so it
again.
won't happen again.
Literally, if he had not used the max level heal and gotten that like high on the heal, if he was even 1 point lower, because that was like round 3, I would have been like 300 feet from the city walls, just down. I have no idea how anyone would have actually gotten me, even if the turret stopped firing on me. It didn't like finish me off.
Well, that's the thing. you have magical object, they just would have kept on firing you.
Yeah, I would have just been dead, and then
Yes.
someone would have had to revivify me, and I don't know how they would have done that.
You literally just now managed to avoid losing 2 party members. Because Remy, I was sure he could have ran the distance because of his feature. Also, he would have been able to avoid damage. So
Yeah.
there was a strong chance that right now you would have permanently lost 2 players. You managed to avoid that.
Oh, why do you think I was like protecting? I was like, this might just be it for audience. He's telling Remy to carry on right now.
During that short rest, could I have attuned the pearl or swapped the pearl of power for the ring of warmth?
Yeah. I mean, I think you were warm enough.
Binged.
Yeah.
Alright.
You were losing
then-
fluid there.
Mhm. And then I will immediately use it to get back a second level 3 spell points for a second level spell slot.
Alright.
Alright. Let's go fight the elemental and hope there's a train, guys.
Hopefully there's a train, because then we're fucked.
Oh, we're very well. Technically, we're not completely fucked because there's a chance there's still a train at a different spot, but we're gonna have to start walking, and there's a much lower chance that there's a train at the other spot.
Yeah, you technically have 1 point and 1 station, so 1 town and 1 village. But for each, it's unsure. There might be something, but there might not.
Yeah. There's at least like a 30% chance that there's a train because it is the capital city, which means that if not everyone. Honestly, what I'm hoping, my hope is that because there were ballistas and probably there were people who saw the trains being destroyed by ballistas, that people went, oh fuck, we can't leave on trains, and tried something else, and then maybe there was a train left down there. But that's our hope.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta fight through an undead elemental that is very acidic to go do it. So I'm expecting a lot more pain in my life.
Yeah, audience has never felt that much pain in his life since he got into this very island. Got nearly killed by a champion. Well, technically he got killed by a champion and he rose back. He almost got killed twice by ballistas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like our
These
odds.
ballistas are legitimately my bane. These ballistas have almost TPK'd me 3 times. 3 times. Every time I've gone with them, they've almost TPK'd me.
Alright, so you begin your escalation of the railroad,
Yeah.
and you make your way on top. It is a long...
So are things desperate enough that we just chuck the bomb into the elemental to start the fight?
I don't know. You're gonna have to decide that.
And with
It's like
doing
a
so would
cloud.
destroy any train that was possibly there.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's not a train because if there was, okay, I'll say this: if there was a train within the elemental, it would have already been destroyed because we saw it eating away at the train.
Oh no, I'm talking about just like the sheer destructive force of that bomb. It possibly like knocking out
I guess
either
actually
a train
it's not the
or...
train; it's more the rails that I'd be worried about.
Yeah, you know they'll regenerate. You just don't know how long it's gonna take for them to
Yeah,
regenerate.
no, we can't use the bomb. We just have to fight it fucking straight up. All right, let's do it.
Well, technically straight down, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess keep high ground for as long as possible and throw ranged attacks at it until it gets to us.
Ranged attacks. Who do you think
I have
am?
the high ground.
Yes. That means
'Cause
you're
we
easy
know
to
it.
see.
Well, it's an elemental.
Yeah.
If we get lucky with my whip, if I just
Brew.
That would be...
I will say you have fucked the party hard with the nat 1. It might be time for the nat 20 the other way.
Well,
Low
I
karmic
wouldn't
balance.
be rolling for that.
You wouldn't
It
need
would
a nat
be
20, but
it would need the nat 1.
yeah.
But for the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the creature. I mean, we might as well try it. Like,
Mhm.
and also your whip does radiant damage, right? It's an undead elemental, I think, so that's probably gonna be the best. Okay, I was gonna say that's probably gonna be the best damage type into it anyway.
I mean, is it better just to do radiant damage, but with only a D4 versus possibly a 2D6 plus 10?
I don't.
Like,
We don't know it. We don't know enough about it yet.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
Raimi, what's the rundown on acid
Element.
elemental?
Undead acid elementals.
Alright.
Nature roll.
Make a, you studied creatures that you might find. Make a, just an intelligence roll. I'll give you proficiency because you extensively searched.
Okay, I think that is. 24.
24. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Alright, so. You...
In a very elegant woman's voice.
Yes, Tobiashi's favorite. So, the undead air elemental. It is affected the same way as every undead creature, so it most likely has the same resistance. There is a part of his body that is... The body itself is actually of huge size, D&D-wise. But it feels much larger because there is a 10 feet layer beyond it, in which it is still very aggressive and will try to damage and everything. So a lot of people actually in the beginning believed that it absorbed people inside of its body, but actually it's this layer, this additional layer, which has a corrosive acidic aura. So while you're inside of it, you will take damage every single turn that you stay there. The elemental has a layer of very turbulent wind around it. So physical ammunition, actual arrows, dart, things like this, are fired at disadvantage for the in D&D terms. If it doesn't have a physical presence like magic, it's not going to be affected by this. So, for example, firing an arrow from a bow would be fired at disadvantage, but if you fire a magical arrow, that's not going to be fired at disadvantage. The elemental has the ability to change the pressure around it, and it's in a cone in front of it. It's essentially the same thing as a breath weapon, except that it's going to stun you. It's literally that pain that you feel if you go up too high. It's going to cause damage, and it's going to stun you if you fail your save. Other than that, it has the ability to create compression wave. That's how it attacks, and it can attack several times in a single turn. It is quite resilient also.
Okay.
Sounds like easy
Spread
breezy.
out. Don't sit inside of it.
Yeah. Magic users, I mean, range spells definitely are going to be better. But while we can, definitely try and stay out of its area for as long as possible while doing as much damage as possible before it reaches us.
Easy.
Easy.
Hit it, don't get hit.
Yeah. Well, don't actually stand near it.
Honestly, like Randy hearing specifically that comment from Fisher, just kind of like looks.
Remy, Toby, I can't believe I'm saying this, Ornak, but this fight's gonna be more on you than. Well, actually, Fisher, you're okay too.
It's like,
I can't do shit this fight. Have fun, guys.
Bye. I'm gonna start walking toward our friend.
I will try if I need to, and it seems low. I will try and finish it off, but I'm gonna try and stay out of its
Hey,
cloud for as long as possible.
hey, audience!
I mean-
If you start walking right now, you need 4 days to reach where Civ is, and he leaves in 6 days. So hey, you could reach it.
Hey, don't worry, guys. I got my breath weapon. It'll do something. And if we have to, I can always force a heart attack to have it do more.
I mean, like once it gets up to us, like
Well, yes, obviously. Well, what I'm saying is, I think we just go as high as possible where we can, because it has a mass. It probably is not going to be hard to hit.
maybe. It seems like it would be because it's a huge cloud, but it's also a cloud. So I don't
Hopefully.
know.
We'll see.
Officer, how dare you accuse me of a hit and run?
You want to kite it upwards?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
you
yeah,
know.
that's
Point
that would-
audience.
No. Never mind.
Wait, was I right or wrong?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh,
You can
okay.
hit and run.
Yes. Yeah.
That and Raimi will minor illusion Magna.
Not again.
I mean, yes. That is a good point.
All right.
This is the player above Taylor reminding you that your mount can take the disengage action rather than making an attack.
Yep. Nope, that
Can
is
it
true.
make ranged attacks?
No, but it can
No.
run up.
But it
He
means
can
I
hit
can
it,
run
and
and
then
hit
it can
it,
run
and then it
away.
can run away.
Meaning that audience doesn't have to take a complete back seat to a fight with an
Which, yeah.
undead element.
Yep. Alright, I'll use a level 2 spell slot to summon Magna.
All right. So
Hey Magna, how do you feel about fighting a acidic cloud that will eat away at your flesh anytime you're near it?
you say this as you saw her appearing and just go.
Well,
Well,
Scott?
well. Looks like these Pinkertons are at it again.
In your head, audience, you hear that comment, which feels like she's saying, "I'm gonna look like Remy, am I?"
I forgot
I
Remy's
think we'll
naked.
begin off lightly if you're gonna look like Remy.
So you're saying they're gonna look worse than Remy?
Because remember, he's missing half of his feathers.
Yeah, I think we'll take losing half of our feathers.
All right, so
Hey, at least you could put on another pair of pants.
you keep on moving for as long as you need. You take your time. You move forward. Because of that, you don't draw too much attention downward. There are a few undead who actually notices you walking, and some of them are slowly following you, slowly dragging a group with them that is increasing in numbers, but not a swarm. By the time you start seeing the spiral, the tower that goes down, there's maybe 30 or 40 undead that have started following you. But
Could we lose them? Is there a way to
well, of course, if you start running, eventually they'll lose interest, but running on tracks where you can fall in. You remember what I did last time? You had
Yeah.
to make an acrobatics roll, and you failed. You nearly fell to your doom.
It's okay. All right, well, just leave it. It's fine.
So, right now, they're not actively trying to look for a way toward you. They're just looking up. So, it's going to take a little bit of time before they find their way. But you find that spiral going down. And as always, when you reach the rim, you just look down and you see that glittering thing at the bottom.
I felt a lot safer when I was in a train.
Yeah, Vorunak is also there. It's pretty long strides to get here. It's might remind you that I don't have very, very long legs. Alright. So, we have to go down there?
Yes. We should try and sneak down, though. Maybe get a surprise attack on it.
I look over at Fisher. No,
Well, Fisher will do his best.
Maybe he should go on Magna.
Can't do any worse today than he's already done. No.
Damn.
Okay.
I don't
you know
say
what?
All
I
right,
don't
just
say
kick
that.
a dead horse. Just
I don't
kick
say,
a dead
I don't
horse.
say that.
Oh, okay. Serenade
I
would
don't
have said
say
something. Alright. So, you start walking down the entire group, or what's your strategy?
I think so.
Yep,
Yeah.
sounds good to
Just
me.
sneak stealth down. Hopefully
Okay.
we get a surprise attack.
How?
Does
It's the
Rami
worst that could happen.
still pass without a trace up?
I'm sure he can recast it. It's been probably an hour or two.
We short rest.
Short rest can be only 20
Maybe
minutes.
20 minutes.
Toby actually needs to meditate, so it's gonna have been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So it might have only been an hour.
I mean, I don't
It
even.
only lasts an hour.
I mean, like if it took us more than half an hour to from when we finish our short rest to get to our current location, then I need to recast it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Then you.
I would just say we need to recast it.
Yeah,
Probably.
you need to recast it.
But Raimi will do so because this seems like a situation where it might be good to get the jump on it,
All right.
if it's even possible.
I have a 31 with pass without a stealth
Okay.
trace on my stealth roll.
Without the save.
Tobiyashi?
Oh.
Oh, Nak has 21.
26.
26.
So a 10 plus 6 plus 10.
Fisher?
22.
All right. Remy, I'll be very disappointed if you don't have at least 20.
Break
Jesus
40. You got this.
Christ. It's a 19 on the die,
Hell yeah, do it.
so that winds up being a 40.
Nice.
Jesus
Called it.
Christ.
That's with being proficient and what's the name of the other skill?
Proficient, expert,
Expert. Yeah.
and then also maximum dexterity.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Remy, when he stealth rolls, basically just casts an invisibility. It's the same thing.
Unless he rolls a natural one, then
Unless he rolls a natural one.
In which case, there's just this huge fart trail. It's silent but deadly for him.
you don't know where he is, but everywhere he goes, you hear. So, you stealthily because no one rolled below 21. Arunak, I believe, is the one who rolled the lowest, and he rolled 21. You all go down very quietly, trying to not draw any attention. And for now, it seems to be working. You manage to go down one floor, and you don't see any reaction from the glittering at the bottom. Second floor, still nothing. You're reaching the third floor, which means you are... Oh man, this is gonna hurt the audience. You are at the floor where you would have needed to change the track to go to the right place.
I mean, we might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to find a train, so, like,
We might as well change the Oh, I guess we should kill the elemental first, though. Because it will make noise pulling the lever, right? And the tracks will change. So, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So we'll just wait. I was thinking, honestly, if we stealth by it the whole way, we could look for a train. We still have to fight it, obviously. But if we could see if there is a train, and if there is, we could start the engine and then fight it. And then the engine will already be going as we fight it, which will save some time. So we can try and leave once the fight's done. But
Alright. You go down to the last level, and you find yourself at street level when you do this, and you're looking outward, and you see all of those zombies, all of those undead. You have that little moment where it's like, yeah, good, we're silent. Because there are hundreds, if not thousands of them here. Because this is the only place where there's been noise repeatedly in the past few weeks. In the past week.
yeah.
You know that if you make too much noise, all of this is gonna come down on you, and they're probably not gonna simply go walking. They're gonna tumble down and fall into the pit. So, World War Z.
Remember, guys, we gotta have the train running for 20 minutes before we can leave on it. So that'll be interesting as well. Although if we can get in the train, unless they're ghouls,
We
they
should
actually
also
can't break through the
be
armor.
able to. Remy, you learned the salt ward spell, right?
Remy nods.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So we can keep. Okay, so if we can beat this, we can keep them away from the train.
At
Maybe.
least some.
Hopefully. Yeah.
The barrier is not. The ward is not ultimate. Alright.
Okay.
So,
Well,
you.
it is technically survivable. Chances just aren't great.
Well, so far you've managed to avoid being killed 3 times in this island alone, so let's hope that you have a 4th one in store. You manage to go down completely, and slowly but surely you go foot by foot inside of the maintenance pit. The maintenance pit is impressively clean. You were expecting rubble because it's clear that there was a tower in the middle of this at one point, but there's no trace of it. Most likely the elemental has dissolved everything that was there over time. So there's nothing there. It's hard to see the boundaries of this elemental, but as you arrive in the center, as you arrive at the bottom, you start seeing everything. It takes a little bit of time for your eyes to adjust, because you are getting close to the night. It took you 3 hours to get there. There was 1 hour taken, another one to get there, so you probably have 2 hours of light left when you're entering this place. So light has started to fade slowly. The shadows are becoming slightly more oppressive as you're moving into that maintenance pit. When you arrive at the bottom, You notice that it's a fairly large maintenance pit. The entrance is small, well, 30 feet wide. But under it, it's sort of like a underground parking lot. It's very large. There's a lot of room. Someone would need to make a perception roll. Because, like
By
I
that
said,
someone, do you mean Remy?
someone who might actually be able to see in the dark, because there are no lights
Oh.
in this huge storage area.
Magna can see in the dark. I'll actually make a perception roll.
Okay.
It's actually not bad. I got +5 to it. Never mind. That's a 9. Magna's not very vigilant.
Well, she feels a bit stressed. You just told her that she was gonna be dissolved into nothingness, and then she saw all of the undead, and then she is entering inside of what would feel like a cavern. And she knows that there is a huge elemental 10 feet away. Well, 20. 10 feet is including the corrosive aura around it.
Can anyone else make a roll or no?
Well, you'd be making your perception roll in pitch black darkness, so keep that in mind.
I do not. Fuck it, I'll just make it.
I mean, you might as well.
So disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Well, the first one was a 7, and the second one was a 19. So, 7, 10.
All right. Well, it's not going well for any of you. You can't see. It's so dark everywhere. Pitch black. You believe you can hear echoes of undead. You can hear their moaning. So you know that there are some that are still stuck somewhere, or that have managed to find their way in without being dissolved by the elemental. But you can't see past maybe the first 30 feet. And after that, you see nothing.
Alright.
There's ample railroad. So you know that there are most likely several maintenance bay. Judging from the circle itself on the floor, Fisher, you'd probably estimate that there's anywhere between 6 and 12 maintenance bay. Each one of them could be hiding a train. Each one of them is also a possibility of you being seen, because you don't know what's in there.
What's in each one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't think we should peek because we have already really high stealth. If no one's noticed us yet, we should at least attempt it. Because I would like to know if there's a train here. Because if there's no train, then we should just get out of here. Start walking.
Right.
There's no reason to fight.
Mhm.
Well, I'd say the one that I usually turn to for this is currently absent.
And ironically, I might do better than him right now because
Well, it's...
Magna can see in the
Oh,
dark.
yeah. You could do the same thing without losing your stealth. While Remy would lose his stealth because he would have to use his lantern.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was...
Alright, well, in that
what
case...
is it?
You venture out into this huge maintenance yard. Alone or accompanied by everyone?
Well, I was hoping Remy would accompany me so we could keep our pass without a trace on me. But then we should keep it on everybody, so probably everyone. So we can just keep the same stealth.
Okay. Alright, well, if you don't do anything to break the movement, then there is no point into remaking this roll. All right, so you start examining everything. Make a perception roll again for Magna as you're getting closer to each stall.
That's a 21.
21, well, that's much better. Alright, so you're moving slowly in complete darkness, relying solely on Magna to know what's in front of you. Everyone holding Magna's tail so they know where they're going, actually. It takes a while. You know that the undeads aren't close by, because Magna doesn't see any undeads. You can hear them, you can hear their echo, meaning that not only are there going to be undeads on top, but when you start the engines, there's going to be the undead in this hangar that are going to start moving toward all of you. But for right now, doesn't seem to be that big of a problem. The elemental seems to have cleaned out the immediate vicinity. So, you start looking at the different alcove where trains are. First one is completely empty. There's nothing there. The next two ones, the next two are also empty. The fourth one, there is a small maintenance cart. It's not gonna. It would help you to move on the railway, but it's not gonna help you for reaching the spire. The fifth one. The fifth one has a train that has been dismantled heavily. There appears to have been severe maintenance made on it. Fisher, you think you'd be able to repair it, but it would be very noisy, and it would take you several hours just to make it operational again. Nothing would be closed. If the runner starts pounding the outside of the train, it wouldn't hold up for very long. But it's an option. It's a bad option, but it's still an option.
Okay.
The next three ones are also empty. However, in the next three, we're 9, 12, okay. In the next three, one of them is empty, and two of them are, well, it's remains of trains. You get the feeling that some trains might have been able to get through, but they were so heavily damaged that they probably had to be pulled in. You could probably pull spare parts out of them, but nothing more than that. There are two alcoves, the last two ones, that are closed. The gates in front of them are closed, so you can't see inside. You'd have to take a chance and open them to see if there's something inside.
Okay.
There's the large hangar doors, and there's a smaller door, probably for someone to walk in. The hangar doors are meant for whatever is inside to come out.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess we should check the smaller doors first, because that won't actually make a lot of noise, just if we're going to look in. Since right now, none of these options seem great.
No.
Technically, there's one doable one, but...
Well, I was hoping Remy would have come back by now, but I don't know where he is. He didn't leave a message also. Oh, he's still there.
Alright.
I don't know what happened.
Gotta be something.
Yeah. He's never just left like this.
Yeah.
He went to the bathroom and had a vasovagal syncope.
No, well, he did look a little out of it. Maybe he was significantly tired. Something.
That's the one where you pass out when you're pooping.
Alright, well, I guess I'll open the small door to the first one, and Magna can peek her head in.
All right. So to do this quietly. Well,
Whale. Zuck.
I'd say it would be
Need
sleight of
oil.
hand. No, sleight of hand. No, sleight of hand would be to pick the
I mean, is
lock.
it locked?
No,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's not locked. It's just
Yeah.
opening it.
Do you have any
alright.
oil left?
You need stealth roll. I'd say just a normal stealth roll for this. Trying to do this without getting seen or caught.
And I still get the plus 10, right?
I'd say so.
Do you have
Okay.
any oil left?
I do. Or we should have oil left. Yeah.
You could try and grease the hinges or something.
I'll grease the hinges. We have a lot of oil in our party, even if I don't have oil. I know Remy has oil, and I could ask to borrow it, and he would probably say yes. So.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not
if it's you who's asking, he probably would.
So yes,
No,
I will
he
grease.
needs that for something.
I will grease the hinges
Okay.
in case it. But let me just roll with. Well, luckily I get it. Wow. Okay. Well, that is a 15.
Okay.
No, wait, that's a 17. Magna gets plus 5.
Whale.
I know he's not here. Did Remy go with him? Or no, it was
Yeah.
just
We were our
you.
whole party went with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, 15.
Then
15 would have been.
Wouldn't you be adding Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 17 with pass without a trace.
So,
Oh, with okay.
so
Yeah,
15
I
would
didn't
have been
roll.
a fail, but 17 is not a fail. So actually 7. Oh, okay. So you have this brief moment when you start opening the door, and there's this.
The grease just was enough.
You just rub a little bit more. Make sure that it really goes in. Push it again. Unfortunately, this time it go. Oh, okay. Magna takes a peek in. Make a perception roll for Magna.
Plus 5. It's 12.
She can't see a lot. But she just take a moment looking around and look. There's a heavy smell of grease and a little bit of rotting something. So they're definitely undead here. Grease. Grease is unusual because it would have dried up by then. So, recent damage or something else?
Recent damage?
Due to time?
Oh,
Something
okay.
rusting?
I mean, if we're stealth is there, if it's just zombies, I'd be like, they won't, like, I'll have Magna walk a little bit further in, but also, like, tell everyone to be careful, because there might be undead,
Okay.
to see what might be making the grease smell, in case it's an important, like, component or trait or something.
So, move quietly and trying to not draw more attention. She gets close to where the rail are supposed to be and follows them toward what looks like a train. She does notice a booth next to the train where there seems to be a lot of undead all piled up inside. The booth seemed to have been barricaded. So, best guess is there were some people who managed to survive, but someone got infected, and they just got completely.
So the
overrun.
one thing I'm interested about, because they're undead, and there was the hangar door, does that mean the elemental can't get in here?
Or it hasn't tried to.
Okay, but that's still interesting if this train works. All right, let's see if the train will go up to the train.
All right. So once you get to the train, Fisher would be more able to make a proper evaluation of this, although you're in pitch black darkness, so Arcana with disadvantage. As you basically are having to feel your way on that train, trying to find if there's a breach somewhere, trying to pull the different levers and okay.
If is the entrance, is it a gate or a door?
Well, I'd say probably more akin to a large gate.
Okay. So we couldn't try and close it again and then light up inside and not.
Oh no! The door that audience opened was a door. There were two things. There was the large gate and there was a door. The large gate most likely to get the train out, and the door for people to just get in when the gates are closed. That's.
Okay. But I was thinking, if I wanted to make light in here.
Well, then just the zombies in the booth. Besides, we could definitely, I don't think the elemental would notice us. It would just be the zombies in the booth.
Because I guess I might as well.
I think if you make a little light, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I could even slightly unsheath my mace if you want. I literally have a source of light and try and shine it on stuff. Or Remy could use his hooded lantern. Oh no, but Remy then would have to lose his. No, because we don't want him to lose that.
I mean, I could cast light, but it's.
That's very bright, right?
Well, the moment the moment
torch.
you do something that breaks the condition that allows you to keep this, you're gonna have to re-roll anyway. So if you make a source of light, you're gonna have to re-roll.
Let's just fumble around in the dark.
Well, let's first see. There's no reason not to fumble first.
Yeah,
and then make. Yeah. If we can't see anything.
I believe. Well, unfortunately, that's not that nat 20. Instead, it's 19.
Oh, that's good. You're good at fumbling in the dark.
I'm good at Arcana.
I was gonna say fumbling in the dark, but give the little dark handies. You don't know your past.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I mean, fun. I just like trains.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's code.
I think we have our confirmation that Zachary is not going to be coming back tonight. I think he's sick.
Okay. Oh.
Bummer.
Well, we can probably save any fight we'll have to do then.
That's okay. Well, anyway, at the time at this, when the fight
we probably
comes,
shouldn't
it's going
start
to
a
be
big fight anyway.
It's going to be the first thing we do next episode.
Yeah.
All right. So you fumble around in the dark, and even though it's complete darkness, you did this with disadvantage. You know these controls so well, both because of your past and because you've started to learn arcane stuff. You do your best to try and figure everything out Okay, doesn't seem to be damage here. This seems to work. Just moving slightly the levers connecting to the ground. Everything seems to be in order right now. Of course, the only way to know the real thing is to start up the engine. But as far as you can tell from an outside, without opening the engine, from the a tactile evaluation, everything seems to be in order. Yeah. Nothing's missing. You can't feel broken dials. You can't feel bent metal.
Okay.
That's something.
I will whisper that out.
Alright. Do we even want to check the last place? See if there's something we're missing, or do we want to just go? I mean, this is definitely the best option we have so far. I also like it because I feel like we could start the train and fight the elemental outside while the train's warming up, and it will take a hell of a lot longer for zombies to actually reach us.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the other one, because there's actually the gate.
We should go. We should go.
Um,
Let's get out of here.
Like, out of the whole hangar?
Well, I mean, I don't think we should check the last one.
Oh, you don't think we should check the last? Okay, I mean, I was just going to say right now it doesn't seem like anyone's noticed us, and I just wanted to see all of our options, but if you don't...
I mean, I would. How many are in the booth that's in here?
Get the feeling that a large group tried to
Okay.
hold up in there. So the moment that there's sound, they're going to try to push out. And you might easily find yourself with a small group of anywhere between 20 and 40 zombies trying to make their way to
that's-
you.
Not close to the... Like, we're a
No.
lot further from the main city.
Mm-hmm. And is
Meaning that, like,
just,
the bigger horde can't get to
through
us.
like one door?
Getting through the gate and the door, especially if you close it, would probably help a lot for the undeads. So you'd have a secure place to start up the engine, but you don't know how well the doors are going to hold against an acidic elemental trying to get in.
Because although I don't want to fight the elemental in here because I want to fight it away from the train. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
but it
want
sounds
to-
like there might be enough room to fight it in front of the train, right? This is a big hangar, right?
Because I'm like, if we could use the lever to lock out those zombies until the train's ready to go,
Ready.
and then we just start leaving.
Just
Somebody
ram through
grabs,
them.
somebody pops off the lever, and then we
Just go.
hop on the train and go.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, also, if one of us casts... I'll say this. If one of us casts Featherfall on one of us, if we're going to make sound anyway, right? Nah, but we'd probably be too far. I don't think that's worth it. I was going to say someone could go up and pre-move the lever while we're starting the train in here. And then just jump down
I
to
could
join
do
the
it.
fight.
No, that's okay. Let's volunteer Remy.
I'm just saying, like, we could literally do everything at once and then just kind of hold out while fighting the elemental until hopefully, well, we'd have to probably kill the elemental, but like, honestly, also if the elemental comes in here, right, it's probably going to kill the zombies for us, kind of.
I guess so. Because acid is one of the things that like
Yeah.
actually hurts them.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, like, either we have to fight the zombies first and the elemental can't come in, or we have to fight the elemental and it kills the zombies for us.
Wait,
What if we brought the elemental here closed the door, locked it so no zombies could get inside, fight it, and then leave.
I was thinking close the door, lock it, so no zombies can get inside, and then just start the train. And the elemental will probably be able to come in anyway, because it's an elemental.
Well, that was my
Okay.
point. Was just leave the gate shut, like leave the door and the gate shut, and then just
Yeah, until the train's ready to go, and then
until the train's ready to go. I think this is our
I
best
like
bet.
that plan.
Sounds good to me.
I think this is definitely our best. Like, is it great? Obviously, no. But is it honestly better than I thought it was going to be? Yes.
Remy could
No, he's not.
could also, yeah,
No,
but
no, we can't.
So
Put up a-
let's be clear with this. The plan is you don't go check the last train booth. You close the door, lock the gate, try and start the engine, and hope that the elemental trying to get in will prevent zombies from reaching you, and that the wall will hold for 20 minutes. That's the plan.
I would use the lever on the gnome lever on the wall to help reinforce it
Mm-hmm.
against the zombies.
Yeah.
But yes,
I mean,
although
this
I
is
kind of
the best bet for the zombies not getting in for 20 minutes that we found. I still think we should check the last door because we haven't broken. There's no reason not to. Like, nothing's seen us. Like, we have. Like, obviously we're going unnoticed right now. I don't know why we wouldn't check the last door.
Let's do it then.
All right. Reroll your
okay.
stuff.
I know you're like
I'm
I
so
like.
curious though.
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's something that like majorly affects this, like what if there's
Yeah,
like literally
no,
a
I
missing
know.
part we didn't notice, and then it's like
Yeah.
the train doesn't get like, and we
The other thing
literally
is,
could have
like,
done
I
it
also
now.
like want to like actually be able to look at it before like we kick stuff off. But yeah, let's go look at the other one.
Yeah. Well, you can light it up once we start the engine, because
Yeah.
everything's gonna be coming anyway.
Okay. So, make your stealth rolls. I'm gonna roll for Remy.
Well, we don't need to remake it, right? Because we haven't broken our stealth.
Oh, no, that's right. You didn't put up the light. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Fisher took a little bit of time to funnel around, so he would have to re-roll.
Okay.
Because you stopped paying attention to not making sound.
Better. 26.
Oh, all right. Well,
Good job.
you want it so much that you actually manage to just be stealthy. So,
All right.
very
Go to
quietly,
the
you come out. Again, you find yourself staring at this huge elemental, just slightly moving and shifting, but not
Yeah.
doing anything that makes you believe that it has
I will
seen
leave,
you.
by the way, the door slightly open, so we don't
Okay.
have to reopen it. We come back.
The light has diminished even more. The circle of light in the middle of that pit has gone even smaller and smaller. The last door, when you arrive, it's the same thing as the other one. It's closed. There's a large gate where the train can leave, and there's a small door. That's right there.
Yeah.
Inside.
I will do the small door again with the stealth roll.
Well, this one, because I can't remove everything just because Remy is not there, is locked. So Remy
Okay.
would need to do a sleight of hand. Now, hold on. Do we have his character sheet?
Sure. What? I have a hooded lantern I could use.
You should have said that when we were in the other place.
Sorry.
Thanks, we can use it
forgot.
later.
Okay.
Okay, campaign.
He should have a plus 11
Remy.
if he has max dex and expertise.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll it. Sleight of hand, plus 11.
So smart.
Damn. Rolled a 3. Rolled a 2, so it's 13. Well.
Does he unlock it? How
Of
tough
course.
was the lock,
Duh.
DC?
No. And that's slightly weird. Because that's supposed to be a maintenance bay. So nothing very special is supposed to be on the other side. But Remy did his best, and lock hasn't
Alright, fuck it.
released.
I'm trying it.
Wait, no, let me try.
Okay. Fine, Toby. You go.
So what do I have to roll?
Sleight of hand. And if you fail after that point, the DC is going to start getting higher and higher.
$17.
Much better. You notice that Remy's hands are shaking a little bit. There seems to be something really, really bad about the darkness around here that's making him more nervous than usual. You just take the tools off of him and you try to do what you have seen him do so many times. You're not exactly sure what you're doing, but hey, you've seen him do it so often. You just try and go and mimic what he's doing. And hopefully something's gonna happen. At one point there's something that releases. Oh shit, I hope I didn't break his tool. And then you just poke the door and you hear it just go. So it's unlocked.
Don't open it. Alright, let me grease it up.
Alright, Tobiashi, reroll your stealth.
Remember, you get the plus 10.
26, so it was 16 plus 10 again.
Alright, so you manage to go back into your quiet mode. Audience greases the door. And you push it open. Audience, stealth for the door. Stealth roll for to opening the door.
Oh, okay. That's an 8 plus 5 plus 10 is 13, 23.
23. Yeah, May. That's it. Thanks to Remy's pass without a trace. Without this, that would have been a really hard moment.
Yeah.
You would have already had to fight the elemental by now if it hadn't been for this.
Pass without trace is a good spell.
Absolutely. It saved your bacons right now. Well, bacons and stones. Yeah, Fisher.
Bacons and stones.
You push the door open, and you're not sure if greasing it actually had an effect, but you're not going to argue with it. It opens without making too much noise. And when you look forward, Magna makes a perception roll. You
When
see
I
a
look
huge
forward,
D20.
Magna does make a perception roll. That's a 24.
And that D20 says 24. So, Magna has this moment of saying, oh, that's big. It's a machine. Not sure it's a train.
It's a mecha suit.
I wonder. Well, it might be the machine to change the tracks.
Why would it be in a maintenance bay?
I don't know. Why don't we go look at it?
I still have that hooded lantern I forgot about.
Yeah. So use it. It doesn't break.
What is it? A 5-foot radius, right, of dim light?
Yes, but it means the whole point of the hooded lantern is it doesn't break stealth, and then we can
Okay.
see.
Well, using it.
All right, so
With the dim light, not the 30 feet.
yeah, that's okay. So you take the hooded lantern out, you open it, and you let the light come out, and immediately it brights up everything enough that you can actually see, because you don't need a lot of light for contours to suddenly appear. Fisher,
Is a big boy.
make an intelligence roll, and I'll let you have proficiency.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. The feeling is very faint, but it looks so familiar. And for a brief moment, you have that. I know this. I know this train.
Yo, did we find the mech suit?
No,
Oh,
it,
God,
it,
no.
it is a train, but Fisher, you have. What you want to say is. It's a train to get the prisoners to the spire. It's heavily reinforced.
Oh, oh, and Toby didn't want to check the last door.
Yeah, I wasn't, but then you're like, let's check it. I'm like, okay.
And actually, those trains, they're the trains that the spire expect to see.
Expects to see, so it would be like, let's go. See, it was a good thing I blew up the last one.
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
That thing is made to transport prisoners. Prisoners from the very beginning, when prisoners were excessively dangerous and were literally, like the legend says, people who honestly believe that ends always justifies the means. These trains were filled with these prisoners, and the job you had on that train was to take them from the point where they enter the island chain to the process where they would be processed and to the spire.
Okay. Well, I think we should use this train, guys.
Yeah, I think we should too.
Wait, it's back.
I mean,
Hey.
well, actually, Fisher, I should ask, do you know how to climb this train? Or
Oh,
run
we'll
this
see.
train?
You're just in time for the end of the episode.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
We just found a better train, so it was actually a good thing I blew the old one up.
And I remembered about my hooded lantern you gave me.
Assuming it's similar to the other train, which I think it is, then yeah, it
Well,
should be.
we can check. We can go
See if it's
inside.
aboard.
We have a hooded lantern. You can
Yep.
go to the controls, and we can see if you can run it.
And because this is so familiar, even though you are in the dark, but Tobiashi is there and can shine a little bit of light, it removes the disadvantage from being in the dark, and I'll give you advantage on your Arcana roll because it is so familiar.
Let's go.
I'd like
Yeah,
to say
alright,
something
that's-
smart about the light, but you know.
They almost didn't go see the last booth, but hey, they did.
That is a 18.
18, alright. As best you can tell, it's in very good condition. The engine is even probably more powerful than anything you've had so far, so the train is going to be able to go faster than the previous one. it is so heavily reinforced that there is a chance, not a large chance, but a small chance, that you might be able to brute force your way out of this place and through the elemental, and it might not be able to eat through its armor. That thing was made to withstand people trying to save those inside the train. Not only that, but hey, you remember where there's a cache of 5 arcane crossbow, and they're still in pretty good condition. Granted, you don't really know how to use them, but yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Sick.
All right, things are looking up. Do we know the time it takes to start these? Is it the same time or longer? Is it stronger?
Fisher, this is superior technology.
So shorter.
Shorter.
Ooh, baby. All right. What I think we should maybe do then is
Have somebody
honest. Yeah, have Remy. I was gonna say probably Remy. Remy, you have what's it called? The Featherfall, right? Or do you not?
Oh, wait. Do you mean like
I have
the
Featherfall.
spell or the thing?
I something that allows you to cast Featherfall. Anything.
Yes, as Raimi pulls out his unused token.
Right. Okay. I was thinking Remy could go pull the lever, Fisher starts the train, we hang out here, Remy jumps back down to us, and we try and hold off the elemental, see if we can kill it. If we can't kill it, escape into the train, hope the armor holds out, and hope that then it's just brute force enough to get through.
Just a reminder of abilities. Tobiyashi can easily jump 40 feet without killing himself.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is true. And Toby
We don't
would be
have
better
to
at
use
pulling the...
Featherfall.
I'm just saying Toby's stealth's worse, but actually you have good stealth too.
Yeah, I have a +6. I'm not gonna like instantly get the roll, but
No, but
Tobiyashi
you
is
actually have
physically
pretty good
stronger, and with his silk,
Yeah.
he is significantly
stealth.
stronger than
And
me.
you're also
Yeah.
faster, so you can get back to us. Yeah, so Toby, you should probably go pull the lever.
I can
We'll
do that.
stay down here, start the train. Are you guys good with trying to fight? Do you guys want to try and fight the elemental and then, or do you want to just risk? I would rather not risk the armor on the train I'd rather see if we can kill the elemental, but like
Yeah.
have the train as a fallback if we need to escape back into it if things are looking like bad.
Mhm.
Well,
Is
wouldn't
starting
is the
with the
train-
train going to be something that I have to continuously do, or could I?
I don't know.
No, this is, like I said, this train is superior technology, so
Is-
you'd start the engine and it would slowly ramp up because it is meant to be used by the Spire. It
Mhm.
needs less maintenance, so less people looking at it. So basically, if you go slowly, if you purposefully take longer to start up the engine, you could probably just start it up and let it go.
Okay.
Does this train not have like the like the balls and everything to protect it, or does it just have really good armor?
No,
Really good armor.
Really good armor.
Yeah.
The protection from Fisher's family and the barrier were things that you added.
Okay, okay,
So this one is simply a very thick armor.
okay.
Which is honestly might be better right now because we want we just need something, because that was the other thing. If we fight it for as long as possible, that also gives us less time that it would be eating away at the armor if we have to escape into the train.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. I could probably pull the lever, unless we're gonna do it all at once, and then I just join the fight after. Cover, go pull it, change it, and then come back.
Well, the fight's gonna start the minute you pull. I mean, the fight's gonna start the minute because we want you in here is the thing. We'd leave the door open for you because that's why your speed would be important, because we're going to try and, I think, still do the lever play that Fisher had where we see how long the gate holds for against the zombie horde. So but we'll leave the door open for you, and then you can just shut it as you run back after pulling the lever.
Sounds good.
All right, well, we got a plan.
And the plan will begin first thing next episode, because I think
Yeah.
we have gone on long enough. I think that Remy needs to go to sleep permanently for tonight.
Permanently.
Yeah.
You can tell tomorrow morning.
Well, permanently for the night,
Permanently
which
is
means
like-
to sleep until the night ends without interruption.
Okay. there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely start next episode.
All right. Well then, you blew up a train, but you found a better one. And
It
you
all
thought,
worked out.
and you thought that I would leave you out there without anything. Of course, I had other plans in case you decided to take a maintenance card to get into this island. Because you wouldn't have been able to use that maintenance card to go to the Spire. Of course, there was another train somewhere hidden.
We just luckily ended up right next to it. I will say I think that was the closest we've been to. I guess not a TPK because the party would have been
character
wiped, but like multiple
really
character
losing
deaths.
a character, yeah.
Yeah,
HTK, half team kill.
yeah, have to go.
All right, well, with this, I believe this is the end of tonight's episode. Yeah, all right, so this is the end of tonight's episode. Let's go with the sound of crackling fire. Yeah, relaxing. All right, so thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching the episode. We hope you had a pleasant evening, or whatever part of the day cycle it is for you. We hope you'll see you again next week, next Wednesday if you're watching it live, next Friday if you're watching it on rebroadcast. If you're watching it on a rebroadcast, remember, 3 raiders or more, and we try to raid the D&D channel that I have on my list, if there are any, because last week no one was there. If we don't have 3 or more raiders, we raid Tobiyashi if he's there, because he wasn't there also like last week. But if he's playing Dungeons & Dragons, then we raid him no matter what. Yeah, that's about everything that I could say. So, as always, if you enjoyed the show, remember that you can support the stream by following us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. You can leave a comment, like, follow us also on there. You can always make a donation. That is very much appreciated, mostly by me. But hey, if we ever get enough donation, I might consider giving a little bit to the players. Once I have my own salary, of course. Because it would be fun to stop giving food samples in supermarket as a living, honestly. So you can make a donation, you can become a Patreon, you can subscribe on Twitch, and if you can't do any of those, there's always this very free thing you can do, which also helps tremendously, and that's simply spreading the word of this channel. So, thank you very much for being here. See you next week, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Ciao.
Nay.
Good night.